Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we're going to give all praises to
Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Rakakwadash.
Double honors to the apostles, the elders, a great millstone, who rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, all right? We the Hebrew Israelites, and we coming out, to do with the Lord's will, which is to prophesy, all right, his word, that's in the scriptures, all right, to his chosen people, as well as the other nations. His chosen people being so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right? The true Israelites, all right? Not them so-called Jews in the land of Israel proclaiming to be us, all right? That stolen our identity, all right? The wicked ones that rule the world, the Edomites, all right? So through the spirit, whatever brothers got, we going to just flow through the spirit.
Isaiah chapter 13, verse 2. Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand, that they may go into the gates of the noble.
Yeah, lift up the banner, all right, which is the scriptures, all right? Shake the hand, all right? Proclaim his truth out in the midst of Babylon, all right, which is America, all right?
I have commanded my sanctified ones. I have also called my mighty men, my mighty ones, for mine anger, even them that rejoice in my high name.
Yeah, and sanctified ones is the prophets, all right? The ones that's out here in the highways and the byways pushing this word, all right? To the best of our ability, all right? In season and out of season, all right?
Very good.
It says, I have commanded my sanctified ones. I have also called my mighty ones.
Yeah, the mighty ones is the angels, all right?
For my anger, even them that rejoice in my height.
Nah, not really. What happened? Poquito. What happened?
Okay. This is Isaiah 62 and 6. Right. I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem.
And who's the watchman, all right? The prophets, all right? We warning our people the things to come before they come, all right? And what's coming? The RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast, all right? Thermonuclear missiles, all right? That's going to follow here and destroy America, a.k.a. Babylon, all right? Jacob's trouble, all right? Telling our people about the vaccinations that they trying to force on our people, all right?
Maybe
telling our people to come back to their heritage, letting them know who they are, telling them to forsake their ways and respect. The kingdom of heaven is at hand. That's what the watchman is here for, to warn the people. And a watchman has got to always be on his post. So they ain't no thing of, we ain't no vacation Israelites, all right? We ain't here in the summer only, and when the winter time and it's cold, we not here. The scriptures tell you to be in season and out of season, all right?
It says, which shall never hold their peace day or night.
That's the spirit, which shall never hold their peace day or night. Because even when we not out on the highways and the byways, it's be flooding the internet. That unicorn, brothers putting up shows, even in the midst of your walks. I know I can find myself sometimes, I talk to random Jake, I test the spirit out, and I be like, yo, you an Israelite, bro, and they listen, and they, whatever they do after that. They look it up and do their research, That's just how the spirit works. Go ahead.
It says, he that make mention of Yahweh by Shem Shai, keep not silence.
Yeah, we making mention of Yahweh by Shem Shai. The Lord said, don't keep silence, all right? Never hold your peace. Ain't no peace for the wicked, all right? Ain't no peace for you so-called white people. We at war right now. This is spiritual war. Go ahead.
And give him no rest.
Yeah, we ain't giving him no rest. Go ahead, bro.
Till he established, until he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth.
Yeah, that's when the kingdom of heaven is set up on earth, all right? Shalakia, Jerusalem is a people before a place. The so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. The Lord said that the kingdom of heaven is in you. So it said, give him no rest, till he establish and make Jerusalem a praise on the earth until we exalt it. We at a base place right now, right? We in our captivity, all right? We under our pressure, all right? Chiefly the so-called white men, who are the Edomites, the devil that the Bible speaks of.
This is Ezekiel 9:4. And Yahweh by Shem Shai said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
Yeah, it says set a mark for read it again, Salaki.
This is Ezekiel 9:4. And Yahweh by Shem Shai said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst
Yeah, and that
thereof.
mark is that the wa in the Hebrew, all right? Which meaning what? Is a mark of exemption. All right, exempt from the judgment that's to come, all right? It says set a mark upon them that sign that cry. What we doing basically, crying out to our people, letting them know the abominations that be done in the midst of, all right? Telling them to repent, come back to your the Heavenly Father and Son, stop worshiping other gods, all right? Stop being homosexuals, lesbians, all right? Stop committing adultery, you know? Stop eating shrimp, crab, pork, and lobster. Stop shaving your beard, all right? Stop getting shape-ups, bald in your head, you know? Doing wrong to your neighbor.
Dyeing your hair pink.
Oh, right. Dyeing your hair pink. Ain't no grown man supposed to be having no pink hair, man.
Or green or blue.
Green, any color hair, man.
Exactly.
It says, 5. And to the others he said in my hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite.
Yeah, it said to the others. That's 2/3 of the nation of Israel. That's going to be cut off and die because they don't want to come back to their ways. Because they want to be succumbing their flesh and you know, and still commit wickedness, all right? And follow after the ways of the heathen, which is not supposed to be of our nation. We're supposed to be a righteous nation, a holy people unto the Lord himself, you know? All right.
It says,
It said, and smite, go ahead.
yep, and smite. Let not your eyes spare, neither have pity.
Yeah, so when the Lord send the angels out, he ain't gonna have no pity on 2/3 of the nation, all right? They not covered. They don't got that mark, you know? Only a remnant is gonna be covered by the blood of Yahweh Shah, all right?
Yeah.
The believers and their families, you know?
It says, slay utterly old and young.
Slay meaning to kill, all right?
Yep.
Them Christians ain't gonna tell you that in the churches. They gonna tell you that, oh, God loves all. Jesus loves everybody. He died for the whole world. But the Lord tell you in Ezekiel 9:4 to slay utterly. It says, leave no pity not. Roughly paraphrasing. Keep going. Yeah, go ahead, brother.
It's me going back to he said God so loved the world, John 3:16.
Yeah.
But even that world, the Lord's going to destroy 2/3 of them.
Yeah.
So what the hell are they talking about?
Yeah, exactly.
It says, slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children and women, but come not near any man upon whom is the mark,
That's right.
and begin at my sanctuary.
So that means we exempt from that, you know?
Lord willing.
Lord willing. Salakia, Lord willing. Khan. If we endure to the end, he that endured to the end, the same shall be saved, all right?
All right.
Yeah. Amos chapter 9 verse 10. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us.
Yeah, the Lord said all the sinners are his people. And what's sin? Sin is transgression of the law, all right? Doing contrary to what the Lord wants you to do. That's sin. Whatever's written in this book, and you going against that, all right? Now, we all in sin, but it's a thing of repentance. The Lord said to forsake what you did and come back to him to the best of your ability and believe in his son. And that's what we out here doing. Presenting our bodies as a living sacrifice.
Yo, let me say this too, because you know we in this thing of ours, you know, in this truth, and we have repented from the things we've done in the world, and we came into this truth. But that doesn't mean that we don't sin even in this truth, man. Do we commit sin in this truth? Absolutely. All right. Well, the thing about it is being covered by the blood of Yahweh Shah. All right. Which, when you go back to the Passover, what was the reason why the blood was on the post of certain houses, man? So the destroyer, that death angel, which was Yahweh Shai, he would pass over that house, man. Now, when Yahweh Shai died 2,000 some odd years ago, that blood that was shed on the cross, Calvary cross, like they say, all right, that blood fell upon the elect firstly, man. Okay? You see what I'm saying? Now, the 2/3, they're going to die, but they're going to receive that blessing and that mercy in the kingdom of heaven when they're reborn, man, in the physical state. Okay? So they'll say, well, what you mean to tell me you don't sin? All right? No, we do go off, man. Okay? We do this thing to the best of our ability, but through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, that's what makes us perfect, man. Lord willing, be those men. Although I should start saying that's what makes the elect perfect. All right? Because Yahweh Shai's blood is upon them. Remember, it tells you in the scripture, in them was found no guile. What's the reason for that? Because Yahweh Shai's blood is upon them. Yahweh Shai's blood covers them, man. So the elect don't have to worry about that. All right? scriptures also tell you, what then? Shall we continue in sin that the law may abound? I'm sorry. Shall we then continue in sin that grace may abound?
Grace may abound.
All right? No, you're not supposed to do that, man. All right? You're supposed to try to keep it to the best of your ability. But if you're a member of the elect, the blood of Yahweh Shai already covers you, no matter what you did. Okay? So I just want to bring that point home to the new listeners out there. That's all.
Yeah, get it. Yeah, it's like, because, like the brother said, man, even in this war, we're going to go off. We're going to go off. But, it's to the best of our ability, Go ahead.
This is Proverbs 24:16. For a just man falleth 7 times and rises up again.
Yeah, it says a just man falleth 7 times. 7 meaning completion. So it's going to always happen, but it says he rises up again, all right? What's the scripture that say, blessed is he whose sins is covered? Another one in the Shabbat. Who have not fallen from the grace of the Lord? Something roughly paraphrasing? Second, read it again?
Yeah, it says, this is Proverbs 24:16. For a just man falleth 7 times and rises up again, but the wicked shall fall into mischief.
Yeah, so we're going to always fall and get back up and keep pushing, all right? Keep having that faith in the Lord, all right? We ain't going to, just because you sin, scriptures tell you don't let your sins weigh you down, You can't try to, the scriptures also say don't be overly righteous or overly wicked, So it's a balance. It's a balance. We ain't gonna be perfect in this flesh, so don't condemn your mind to I messed up, the Lord gonna kill me right now. You gotta keep pushing. You got something?
Yeah, this is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 12. It says, seek not death in the era of your life.
Ooh, yeah, what's the era of your life? Transgression, sin. Don't seek death, don't give up hope, get the gun, I'm gonna just kill myself. You know what I mean?
Suicide.
Yeah, suicide.
That's off.
Yeah, that's off. And you lost faith. You lost faith. You gotta keep pushing.
Man, that suicide shit is really like a heathen thing, man. Them Chinks and them East Indians, they be doing that shit heavy, man. Hamites, Esau, I'm sorry, not Esau, them Chinks.
Elamites, too.
Elamites. That's outside the Indians. Actually, over there in China, they got a place in China that's called the forest, the suicide forest, something to that extent. Because them Chinks go over there when things get too hard for them, they commit suicide. All right? You see what I'm saying? Even them Goots during the war, you read about it, they got something called autokiti or something like that. If they disgrace something, they do something and disgrace something, they actually commit suicide. They take a blade and they stab themselves with it, man. Right? You ain't supposed to be doing that, man, committing suicide. That shit is off, man.
Yeah.
You're supposed to just deal with that shit, man. Man, look, Mike Tyson lost $300 million, man. That little chump lost $700,000 on Robinhood and he offed himself, man. You see what I'm saying? And Mike Tyson lost $300 million, and that nigga he's still doing his thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Let me finish it off. It says, seek not death in the era of your life, and pull not upon yourself destruction with the work of your own hands.
Yeah, so seek not death in the era of your life.
Yep.
That's it.
Hey, to add, because that, like the brother said, that's directly linked to suicide, because Scripture said, it says, and pull not upon yourself destruction with the work of your own hand. Don't just your own hand. Don't do something to harm yourself, kill yourself because you done fucked up. You know what I mean? Yeah, Hey, see, suicide is not an Israelite thing. We don't believe in suicide, man. Well, you got wicked niggas, of course, but majority of Israelites ain't about suicide. These are the heathens that always fucking offing themselves, man. Because they ain't, listen, this truth ain't for them, man. There's no hope to be a heathen.
You got niggas who so weak they kill themselves over broads.
Yeah.
All kind of shit, man. Yeah, I seen a video. The nigga, his girl broke up with him. She was getting in the elevator. The nigga blew his head off. I'm like, what the fuck? That's some broad, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's a fatal attraction type of thing, man. You can't be doing that shit.
Nope.
This is Sirach chapter 14, verse 2. Blessed is he whose conscience had not condemned him, and who is not fallen from his hope in the Lord Yahweh Bashmi.
Yeah, scripture say, blessed is he who conscience have not condemned him, all right? You ain't wallowing in your sin. We Read it again.
Sirach chapter 14, verse 2. It says, blessed is he whose conscience had not condemned him.
You know there's certain rules.
It says, and who is not fallen from his hope.
Hey, we got
Lord.
that conscience, that good conscience for Yahushua. Because he was that sacrifice for the believers, for the ones that believe truly in him, his spirit. Right? Yahushua. You know, we got that confidence, and Lord willing, we're going to continue to build on that confidence. Because the end is coming. All right? The hour of temptation is upon us. You know, our temptation is coming, man. Oh, that's spirit. So in the process, you know, in the flesh, like the scripture says, Apostle Paul said, we have no confidence in the flesh. We got confidence in the spirit. We don't got confidence in the flesh because, like Brother Joyce, we go off according to the flesh, man. But according to the spirit, Lord willing, we be those men that the Lord was talking about, that there is no guile in them. Like he said to Nathaniel, you know, like he said to Nathaniel, right? Remember when Yahweh said to Nathaniel?
And him is no God.
Behold, an Israelite, indeed, and there's no God. We want to be like that, man. You know? That's what the scripture is saying, right?
Yeah, verse 20.
Read it again. Okay.
Sirach chapter 14, verse 2. Blessed is he whose conscience had not condemned him, and who is not fallen from his hope in the Lord.
Right there in Romans the 8th chapter and first verse explains this, man. Can you get that real quick? Romans 8 and 1. Yeah, because it's going to show us, it's going to tell us those that aren't condemned, all right, although they have went off in the flesh.
This is Romans 8, because I was thinking about this too.
8 and 1, right?
This is Romans 8 and 1.
Right, and we're not in that spirit of the wacky tacky Christian doctrine that tells you, oh, God hates the sin, not the sinner.
Yeah, that's right.
Brother just read earlier that the Most High is going to cut off sinners, and it tells you in Ecclesiasticus 12 that He hated sinners. All right, and that sinner is talking about those that willingly sin, that willingly go off.
I'm not sure. I gotta find out.
This is Romans 8 and 1.
Yeah, pleasure. But
It says, there is therefore no condemnation to them which are in Hamashiach Yahushai.
there it is. The first fruits, those that were predestined from the foundation of the earth, all right, to be with Yahushua, all right, the spirits that He created. All right, go ahead.
Is a kicker. Who walk not after the flesh, but after the spirit.
We walk now. We don't walk after the flesh. That's why we always out here. We always doing things that are spiritual to the best of our ability. Because why? We're not after the flesh. We're not out there, you know, doing the average thing that a so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, so-called Mexican is doing. We're not into that. All right, we actually separated ourselves, even amongst our own so-called immediate family members. We've separated ourselves from that. So therefore, through the Spirit, we can say with confidence, we're not walking in the flesh. You got it back, brother.
This is everything we're doing now is spiritual. This is after the spirit, you know. If it was of the flesh, we would be chilling on a Saturday doing what the hell we wanted to do. But we doing what the Lord commanded us to do. The Lord said it from in the scriptures through the faith that we have to go out to the highways and the byways and bid His people to the marriage. That's what we're doing. That's spiritual. Go ahead.
Sirach chapter 14, verse 20. Blessed is the man that doeth meditate good things in wisdom, and that reasoneth of holy things.
You know, good things is the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, all right? All right? Meditating on Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the kingdom of heaven, righteousness being restored on earth, not this filth, all right? Jacob will meditate on wickedness, or plotting on a nigga wife or a nigga bitch, that's what they'll say, you know? Yeah. How to break down a brick or something. That's what Jake do in the world, you know?
It says, and that reasoneth of holy things by his understanding.
That's right. You got something?
Yep. This is Jeremiah 17, and I'm gonna start with 7. It says, oh, matter of fact, I'm over 5. It says, thus saith Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, cursed be the man that trusteth in men.
Yeah, you don't trust in men, right? What another man do? It says, cursed be the man that trusteth in men. You ought to trust in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. You got Jake praising celebrities, praising these pastors. You know, women go to church, oh, my pastor, this, you know what I mean? Mind you, they got a husband at home. Scripture tell you to learn from your your husband at home, but then you praising the pastor when you get home
Yeah, they
to
really
your
lusting.
husband.
Yeah, they really
lusting.
lusting.
Yeah, that's why so much adultery in the churches. All right, fornication, witchcraft, all types of sick shit going on in the churches. All right, go ahead.
It says, and maketh flesh his arm.
That's right. Flesh, carnal things. All right, your gun, you know, your modern day weapon, you know, your so-called safety or your money. They tell you secure the bag, security, you know. We could lose all that today. We gotta still trust in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. The Lord will have you homeless out here.
Right.
What you gotta do? Trust in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. And it says, Scripture tell you to beat out patient when I was changed to the lower state. You know? So that's what it's about. It ain't about, because all this is temporal, right? This kingdom is carnal, all right? Yeah, granted, the balance, the Lord will give you nice things. The Lord will look out for you. Of course, He's going to take care of His servants that do His will. But at the end of the day, we know that this is temporary. We ain't banking on that. We ain't banking on 5 years from now. Oh, I'm going to build up. I'm get my change up. Give me a nice house. You know? This place is about to be destroyed. We behind enemy lines right now. Our people really believe that this is it. That this is it. This is America, and we can prosper. We fighting for our equal rights, you know, one step closer. That's how they look at it.
It says, yep, and whose heart departed from Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai, for he shall be like the health in the desert, and shall not see when good cometh, but shall inhabit the parched places in the wilderness, in a salt land, and not inhabited. Blessed is the man that trusteth in Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai.
Yeah, so you can count us blessed because we trust in Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shah. We don't trust in men. We don't trust in men. Shalom. We don't trust in men. Go ahead.
It says.
Why you think we coming out of the scriptures? Because these are the words of the Lord. This ain't the words of just regular men. The spirit is upon these prophets from the Holy One to say what it's saying. It's we the messages of the Most High. You know.
It says, blessed, this is Jeremiah 17:7. Blessed is the man that trusteth in Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, whose hope Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai is.
Yeah, we praises of the hope. All we got is hope. All we got is hope. This faith that we got, that's all we got. It's the most precious thing you can have on this side. It's faith, and that's a gift from the Most High. You know, belief. Praying, crying unto Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai to deliver you out of this hellhole. Because without that, we through. Without being covered by the blood of Yahweh Shai, you through. All right. That's why you can't wallow in your sins, so to speak. Because the Lord got you covered. Lord willing, you got to believe that. The Lord ain't going to the cross for nothing. That blood is precious. He's the sacrificial lamb for the sins of the nation of Israel, starting with the elect. You know. All right.
Hey, it says, for he shall be as a tree planted by the waters, and that spreadeth out her roots by the river, and shall not see when he cometh, but her leaf shall be green, and shall not be careful in the year of drought, neither shall cease from yielding fruit.
Yeah, basically the Lord got us protected, all right? We well nourished. The Lord will keep us staying and sure in them days, all right? Isaiah 33:6. Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of that time. Of what? The scriptures, all right? Our hope, our faith in Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. When all hell break loose, you're gonna see what these men and these women out here is really about. They're gonna turn into savages, all right? We're gonna be calm, waiting on the Lord to lift up that standard. You know? That's quick. Go ahead.
It says the heart is deceitful above all things.
That's right.
And is desperately wicked.
Yeah, so you can't even trust in what your heart is saying, which is your mind. Is your lab in the Hebrew, right? It's desperately wicked, all right?
Yeah, that's why the scriptures say, lead not upon thine own understanding.
No.
Right, that's in Proverbs 3. Because it tells us not to lead upon our own understanding because innately, right, like Apostle Kabar says, man, inherently, you know, obviously we've sinned and we fell away. We was in darkness. The reason why we did those things proved that the scriptures is true. Because our heart initially is wicked, man.
That's right, man.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Our going on our own understanding is wicked.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why we say the heart is desperately wicked.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's why we need reformation, man, in Yahweh Shemel Shai. We need, this was needed for us to be cleansed, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why this is the only way, man. The only way is to come back to Yahweh Shemel Shai for an Israelite. There's no other way other than that. The other ways is death. Okay.
This is Second Esdras 2 and verse 4. Second Esdras 4 and verse 30. It says, for the grain of the evil seed have been sown in the heart of Adam from the beginning.
Yeah, we inherited that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Especially through the prophecies falling away. All right? We know for a fact that like the scriptures say, the heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it, man? You know? That's why we've been reformed, man, in our mind. The Lord said to change. We've been changed. All right, our mind's been renewed, man. We don't think like how we used to think, being in darkness. You know what I'm saying? We conform to the scriptures. We go according to what the scriptures say. You know. But whereas, see, this is why this world is being damn destroyed, man. Because the wicked is in rulership, and he's what you call it? He's promoting it as if this is just the way things are supposed to be. Meanwhile, even the devil knows that you do destructive acts, you're gonna die, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Push up real fast. This is Ephesians 4 and 27. Let me start at 26. Ephesians 4 and 26. Be ye angry and sin not.
Exactly. What? The scriptures say, surely oppression maketh a wise man mad. All right, and we're wise men in the spirit. All right, and we've come to the Yahweh Shemel Shai. All right, so we are wise. We're doing the things that are conducive. All right, to us being liberated. All right, and being delivered out of destruction. You know, so we angry, right? But what? Sin not, to transgress not. We going according to the word of the Lord, man. All right, we being spiritual, not carnal, man.
Let not the sun go down on your wrath, neither give place to the devil.
That's right. Neither give place to the devil. Let not the sun go down upon your wrath, and pretty much understand this is the process. This is the way the Most High set it up. All right, we have to go through things to learn certain lessons, man. All right,
Don't allow the spirits to make you do something. You know
that's right, Doc. That's right, Doc. To build us up, to build our character. All right. Yeah. I know.
It says, let him that stole steal no more,
Yep.
but rather let him labor.
And that's transgressing the law. Thou shalt not steal. All right. See, that's pretty much giving you a rundown of what sin is. Transgression of the law. One of the laws is thou shalt not steal. All right. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not covet. Thou shalt not murder. Okay.
It says, let him that stole steal no more, but rather let him labor, working with his hands the thing which is good, that he may have to give to him that needed.
That's right, bro. And hey, through the Spirit, that's what we're given the proper understanding, all right, and knowledge and wisdom unto you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans that are without.
Not yet.
You know what I'm saying? Because just as we receive the knowledge of the truth, all right, we have hope that the scriptures that we bring out and the lessons that we teach through the Spirit, beginning with the elder apostles, that it'll marinate and get to the ones of the elect.
Yeah, absolutely.
Be sealed, man.
I say this too, man.
Yeah.
And this thing is pretty much reclaiming your manhood, man.
That's right.
Certain things in this society you haven't learned. You know, a lot of stuff Paul spoke about. He spoke to men, you know what I'm saying, teaching them how to be men about certain things. He tell you right here, let him that stole steal no more, or rather let him labor, get a fucking job, work, okay, working with his own hands, the thing which is good, that he may give to him that needed. So you got brothers that don't have. If a brother, got a gig, he's working, he got something, he got more than this man, he can help this man out. Paul's pretty much telling them in Ephesus, look, this is how you become a man. Take back your man. Do this, do that. Don't do the things of the world. Don't break the law. Stealing, robbing each other. Catching the jukes ain't nothing that's new. Niggas was catching jukes back then, man.
Yeah.
Back then, they roll up on you with some swords, you know, and you be, oh shit, sword to your neck, you be jacked up, man. They gonna take whatever you want, take the shekels, whatever you want, man. You know. Now, I got some shekels on. Hey, but nowadays they'll come on you with a gun and rob you, man. So Paul is telling them, look, you that stole, steal no more. When you come into this thing, guys come from different walks of life. Hey, God could have been a stick-up kid and come in the truth. Hey, when Paul wasn't no stick-up kid, but Paul was a straight-up murderer, man. You know, Paul was putting people to death ignorantly. Of course, he thought he was doing it for a righteous reason. But when he came in, he didn't fully understand. But once he started understanding, that's why they marveled at him so much. Damn, wasn't this the guy that was doing all the wickedness to the people in the churches? Now he's one of us. And they was praising the Lord even more, man. So Paul was teaching the guys how to be good men about stuff, which the apostles, they taught us, man. A lot of us grew up without our parents, so on and so forth. Guess what?
Only our moms.
Yeah, you in a single parent home with your moms, your father ain't around. You know what I'm saying? And we speaking from experience. The apostles is on us. Look, man, y'all guys got to get jobs. Y'all guys got to get license. Get your license. Do this, do that. You know, if that wasn't pushed, we'd be lesser men than we are today, man. You see what I'm saying? So, hey, man, it's beautiful, man. It's all growth, man.
Yeah, it is.
You know?
Yep. Go right back to that.
Yep, this is Jeremiah 17:9.
Yep.
It says the heart is deceitful above all things.
That's why you're not supposed to listen to the damn your initial thoughts, man. Well, what you do is you combat it. Well, is it in the scriptures? Is this going off according to the scriptures? No. And we haven't been taught that in America. We haven't been taught that we're Hebrew Israelites, but you're being taught it now. All right, because the Lord has sent out His Holy Spirit to where it's taking hold, and Jake from all around the world is coming back to who they are. All right, so we do know we're living testimonies that the heart is wicked, because we was in the world with the wicked before, man. You know, okay?
It says, and desperately wicked. Who can know it?
Yeah, the Most High knows it. The scripture tells you that. I think it's somewhere in Chronicles where King Solomon, pretty much in King Solomon's prayer in the temple, he said that what? He said, only you know the heart of men.
It said that right here.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
The 10th, it says, I, Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushai, search the heart. I tried the reins, even to give every man according to his ways and according to the fruit of his doing.
Yeah, so who knows the heart of man? The Most High. So you ain't getting away with nothing, man. Right?
I got something real quick.
You got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is Proverbs 3 and 5. It says, trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding.
That's it, brother. That's it. You want to speak on that? Go
Yeah,
right
man.
ahead, bro.
That's the thing, because that's what 2/3 are doing, man. 2/3 of our people, these so-called blacks and Native Americans, you're leaning on your own understanding. Okay, case in point, you got a lot of bug outs of our people, okay, that know that the Israelites know what the government's doing, but they still don't want to come back to the Lord. They all talking about getting guns. They all talking about building an army. That is not gonna work, man. Fighting against Esau, man. Okay.
Go for it.
Coming together as a people, building arms is not gonna work.
All right, come, brother. You got more on that? Let's go.
Up in here.
Yeah.
Verse 6. It says, in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy path.
And that's what the elect is going to do. The hopeful elect. We're going to what? We're going to acknowledge Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. That's why, again, one of the brothers was saying, that the name of the Lord is very important, man. Okay, we're going to need that in these times now. Read that one more time, the last part.
Right. It says, in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy path.
And he's going to direct our paths. Well, we be of the elect. Okay, because the Lord is directing the elect's path, man. Okay, that's why the Lord's going to put the spirit on them, okay, at Jacob's trouble, all right, to be delivered, man. And that could come in many different type of ways.
This is 2 Chronicles chapter 6, right, verse 29 and 30. And this is the prayer of Solomon for Israel. It says, then what prayer or what supplication soever shall be made of any man,
or of all thy people Israel, when every one shall know his own sore and his own grief, and shall spread forth his hands in this house. Now we do it towards the house, which is the east. All right, it's talking about prayer, man, supplication. When you are supplicating to the Lord, that means you're praying to the Lord, and that's what we're supposed to be doing. That's what the scriptures say. Okay, and this is what the elect is doing. The hopeful elect is praying to the Lord for what? Forgiveness. All right, for strength, deliverance. Verse 30. Then hear thou from heaven thy dwelling place, and forgive, and render unto every man according to all his ways. He says that right there. Jeremiah 17 and 10.
Yep.
And render unto every man according to all his ways, whose heart thou knowest. For thou only knowest the heart of the children of men, that they may fear thee to walk in thy ways, so long as they live in the land which thou gavest unto our fathers. So there you have it, man. All right. So we have come back to the laws, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. All right. While the rest of the world is in the ways of Esau, Edom. All right. Beginning with the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, 2/3 of them believing in this damn wicked ass place, man. And it's gonna be destroyed because this thing has been. This is not nothing new. The truth has been going out for a long time, and now we're in the time where the truth is being made manifest. That look, man, it's either you with the truth or you against it. You know, you got all kinds of different philosophies out there. You know, the so-called white man pushing all of this witchcraft out there, but it's being exposed. So who are you gonna be with? You gonna be with the Lord, or you gonna be with the devil, Satan? All right, Esau, Edom, as the Bible speaks of, man. And obviously, a majority of Jake is gonna go with the latter, man. All right.
That part it said render thy ways.
Yes, sir. I'll read it again if you want.
Right. Yeah. Read that part again.
It's the 2 Chronicles 6 and 30. Then hear thou from heaven thy dwelling place, and forgive, and render unto every man according unto all his ways.
Right. It says render. That word render means to change. So what you're supposed to change the old ways that you had, that you once followed, that you once believed in or practiced. Change, render those ways into the right ways, the ways of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. And you were going into 2/3 ain't do that, man. The ones that chose to vibe with Satan didn't render his ways onto the Most High. You know, but the elect, that's why I believe it's what Ephesians it says change. It says turn away the old man, bring in turn into that new man.
Right.
The elect turned into that new man because they were renewed by the word.
This is the song of the three holy children, verse 5. So verse 4, it says, for thou, verse 3, blessed art thou, O Lord Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, our fathers, thy name is worthy to be praised and glorified forevermore.
Thy what is worthy to be praised?
Thy name.
Thy name, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, man. All right? That's the name of the Heavenly Father and His Son, man. All right? No other. No other, man. The righteous runneth into it and is safe. You know? That's what's going to deliver the elect of Israel. The name of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. You know? That?
Thy name is worthy to be praised and glorified forevermore.
Yep.
For thou art righteous in all the things that thou hast done to us. Yea, true are all thy works. Thy ways are right, and all thy judgments true. And all the things that thou hast brought upon us, and upon the holy city of our fathers, even Jerusalem, thou hast executed true judgment. For according to truth and judgment didst thou bring all these things upon us because of our sins.
Yeah, that goes right into Deuteronomy 28, man. All right? The 15th verse all the way down to the 68th verse. That's righteous because the Most High already told Israel what they should do to live. All right? And that's listening to Him. And they didn't. They chose to go after idols, setting up them. You know, Moses go on the mount for 40 days and 40 nights. And here it is, these niggas get restless and start partying and bugging out, doing wickedness and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, setting up idols and just being stupid as hell. Not listening to the Most High, man. All right? Oh, talking shit. Oh, they can't wait to get out of the wilderness. You know? They just got, you know what I'm saying? And it you know, that thing about the wilderness is so heavy, because what sticks out to me, all right, is the Most High had Israel going in a circle for 40 years, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not like the Most High got lost. Did he not know where to lead Israel? The Most High knew that there was Jakes that wasn't worthy of inheriting the land. And how do you think Joshua and Caleb felt? They wanted to go into the land from day one. You know what I'm saying? But they had to wait. They had to suffer, niggas. They had to suffer 40 years going in the circle, because that's the way the Most High wanted it. The Most High would have led them into the land right away, but he didn't. It took 40 years. You know?
Something else.
Yeah, brother.
It says, for we have sinned and committed iniquity, departing from thee. In all things we have trespassed, and not obeyed thy commandments, nor kept them, neither done as thou hast commanded us, that it might go well with us.
Yeah, brother. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, this is definitely talking about our people, bro. It's definitely talking about our people, brother. You know what I'm saying? This is you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, man. See, and you want answers? Well, we got the answers. We're telling you because you are continually rebelling against Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. That's why you're going through what you're going through. You don't even want to keep a dietary law, man. 2/3 of Israel don't even want to keep a dietary law of the Most High, man. How is that, man? Damn.
They step back in harder.
That's right, brother. You can't put that pork down. You can't put that shrimp down. You can't put that crab down. You can't put that catfish down. You can't. Yo, man. Yeah, Muslim shellfish.
That's why the Most High put them down.
Yeah, that's right, bro.
Get them diabetes, cancer, heart disease,
That's right.
clogged arteries.
That's part of the
You know,
curses.
that's right.
Why you get damn diabetes and gout and man, yeah, they call it
Hey,
sugar, diabetes and sugar.
All my, I think in Deuteronomy, right, it says the Lord is gonna bring diseases that neither your forefathers knew.
Done.
Well, that's because niggas today are doing shit that our forefathers didn't do.
Yeah.
Eating all that bound. We're in the ancient world, we ate crab and lobster and seafood and shit, man.
Exactly.
You know, it's a delicacy, it's a norm, bro. Niggas wake up in the middle of the night, go snack on some fucking lobster tail and go back to sleep.
Crazy.
You know?
That's crazy. Hey, that's right, brother. Go ahead.
It says, wherefore, all that thou hast brought upon us, and everything that thou hast done to us, thou hast done in true judgment.
That's right. I mean,
Right.
that's self-explanatory. That's why you Jakes, everywhere you go, you see these people on the side. They're where? They're in the inner cities. They're in the ghettos. All right. The slums. You know what I'm saying? Look at Jake out there in Brazil, man. You ever see them favelas, man?
That's a hard.
We had a reporter. The dude robbed in Brazil. The dude robbed the news reporter on camera while the camera was rolling.
That's the spirit.
And she was reporting. The dude robbed her. He taking her cell phone. I'm like, oh shit. Taking her money. Like, yo, that's how rough you know it is if you on camera and you don't give a damn. You're like, yo, I gotta get a come up somehow.
Yeah.
And he's taking her stuff on live television, man.
See that? Hey, man. Because why? You Jakes don't want to repent to the Lord, man. You know, the Most High brung these things upon our people because you just kept on being wicked as hell, man. You know?
It says, and thou didst deliver us into the hands of lawless enemies, most hateful forsakers of the Most High, and to an unjust king, and the
Man,
most...
that's Esau. Esau is that unjust king, man. All right, the Edomites. All right, he's the wicked that the Bible speaks of, man. Okay?
and the most wicked in all the world.
And the most wicked in all the world.
That's Esau right there.
I mean, come on, man.
The wicked.
Hey, that's the beast, the serpent, right? The whore that sitteth upon many waters.
Cain.
Yeah?
It says, and now we cannot open our mouths. We are become a shame and reproach to thy servants and to them that worship thee.
We are what? We are what?
We are become a shame and reproach to thy servants and to them that worship thee.
We have become a shame and reproach. All right, so what's the other part?
To thy servants
To thy servants.
and to them that worship thee.
Yeah, and the servants is dealing with the prophets, man. All right, and those that are supposed to worship it, the Most High is the Israelites, man. So we all caught it as a nation. How much more? How much more the other nations in Esau, man? Right? The Lord's going to judge you from the head end to the tail, man. Top to the bottom. Nobody's getting away.
It says, yet deliver us not up wholly for thy name's sake.
That's right. For thy
Neither-
what sake?
For thy name's
There it
sake.
goes again. That's how important the name is. And you teaching the name is otherwise than Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, you are in error. All right, and the Most High is going to destroy you.
That's right.
He's not going to deliver you calling on Ahaya and Yeshaya. He's not going to deliver you calling on Jesus Christ, Yahweh and Yeshua. And all Yeshua is a broken Hebrew variation of saying Joshua.
Yeah.
All right, it says that it's right there in the book of Numbers. All right, it refers to Joshua as Jeshua. All right, but we go to the Hebrew. You look at the word Joshua in the Hebrew, pronounced according to faith. What we know is Yahushua.
It says, neither disannul thou thy covenant, and cause not thy mercy to depart from us, for thy beloved Abraham's sake, for thy servant Isaac's sake.
For thy what?
For thy, it says, for thy servant Isaac's
For thy servant Isaac's sake. What was it said? According to the New Testament, what was it said to Isaac? It said, in thy, I'm not even saying it right. By thy seed, how does it go?
Let me get it from
Yeah,
Let me get it.
yeah. Get that for me real quick.
Shall I see be called?
Yeah,
that
that
one.
one.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And thy seed shall
Yeah, get that real quick, fast, because that goes exactly.
That's in
with that.
Galatians, I believe.
It's in Galatians, yeah.
Galatians the 3rd chapter.
Come.
Galatians 3:16.
Oh, in Isaac shall thy seed be called.
That's
Okay,
in
get it.
Romans 9 and Galatians.
Yeah, get it, yeah. That's how it goes. In Isaac shall thy seed be called. And who was that seed out of Isaac?
Okay.
Go ahead.
Now it's I'm gonna get the one in Galatians first, and go to Romans.
Yeah.
It says now to Abraham. This is Galatians 3:16.
Uh-huh.
Now to Abraham and his seed were the promises made.
Right, Abraham and his seed, is Abraham's chosen seed was Isaac, because he had Ishmael before he had Isaac.
That's right.
He even said that let Isaac live before the Most High. Let Ishmael live before the Most High. Right? But go ahead.
It says he said not, and to seeds as of many.
Right. Dealing with what? Dealing with Ishmael and the other 8 sons that came out of that he had with the Torah. All right. But go ahead.
Which as many, but as of one, and to thy seed which is Hamashiach. And this I say, that the covenant that was confirmed before the Most High in Hamashiach, the law which was 430 years after, cannot disannul
Right above
that
the
it shall make the
flagpole.
promise of none effect. For if the inheritance be of the law, there's no more of the promise, but the Most High gave to Abraham by promise. I got it. It says here, this is Romans 9,
Possible.
and I'm gonna start with 6. It says, not as though the word of the Most High taken on effect, for they are not of all Israel which are of Israel, neither because they are the seed of Abraham are they all the children, but in Isaac shall thy seed be called.
There it is. But in Isaac shall I see
Possible.
called. That's the chosen seed that came out of Abraham. And then Isaac had what? Jacob and Esau. Right? It goes into it, right? Come on.
It says, that is, they which are the children of the flesh.
They that are the children of the flesh. Go ahead.
These are not the children of the Most High.
These are not the children of the Most High. Meaning the
Probably,
Edomites are the children of the flesh.
I
The
seen it when it was
Ishmaelites
posted.
are
It's
children of the
somebody-
flesh.
that
The
little
8
bird.
sons that came out of Keturah are children of the flesh. Okay? Go ahead.
It says,
My thing is,
these are not,
once you get
it
down
says, they which are the children of the flesh, these are not the children of the Most High, but the children of the promise are counted for the seed.
Children of the promise are counted for the seed. In Isaac shall thy seed be called. It says seed, singular. Yep. One seed. Go ahead.
Remember, not a seed as of many,
Not
but
a
a seed as of one.
Exactly. Go ahead.
For this is the word of promise.
Yeah.
At this time will I come, and Sarah shall have a son.
Yeah.
And not only this, but when Rebekah also had conceived by one, even by our father Isaac, for the children being not yet born.
Who are these children? Yep. Who are these children that was not yet being born? All right, that came out of Rebecca. All right, go ahead.
For the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil.
This is Esau and Jacob in the womb of Rebecca.
That the purpose of the Most High, according to election,
According to what?
according to election,
According to election. All right. So there, in the womb of Rebecca, there are two seeds, which the prophet told her that one is going to be stronger than the other, and the elder shall serve the younger. Right. The one is going to be chosen, and one is not going to be chosen. Right. So who's the election that came out of Rebecca's womb? That was Jacob. Because Esau came out first. And guess what? The prophet told her the elder shall serve the younger.
it says, according to election might stand, not of works,
Yeah, they was in the womb. They was newborn babes. Right?
but of him that calleth. It was said unto her that the elder shall serve the younger.
Come on.
As it is written,
As it is written,
Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated.
That's the banger right there. Hit you right over the head with the truth. Right? It's written. Where's it written? In Malachi. Right? Jacob have I loved, Esau have I hated. Who's Jacob? The progenitor of the 12 tribes of Israel, you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, of which, all right, you have gone into slavery because of your disobedience. You have caught none but hell because of your disobedience, and that's all according to the scriptures. That's all according to the curses of the Most High. But now, the elect out of the Israelites are going to be delivered. There's no way Edomite is going to be equated and integrated in that.
Absolutely. I was thinking about vocab alone years ago, like 3 years ago. He still ain't answered this question.
He still can't.
Does God hate? He still ain't answered that question. God obviously hates, and you still can't prove who these people are today, man. You talk about they've been done away with, but then you never answer that question. Does God hate? See?
Hey, the Lord, He created all things for Himself. All right? He created the day of evil, right?
Looking for Proverbs 16 and 4.
Yeah, look at it.
Get that right flag.
Second Esdras 2 and verse 16. Second Esdras 3 and verse 16.
Yeah.
And unto him thou gavest Isaac,
That's it.
and unto Isaac also thou gavest Jacob.
Wipe the dust off of that one, brother.
Rewind that with slack.
Rewind it. Second
Esdras 3 and verse 16. I'm gonna start at 15.
Yeah.
And made us an everlasting covenant with him, promise to him that thou wouldest never forsake his seed. And unto him thou gavest Isaac,
There it is.
and unto Isaac also thou gavest Jacob and Esau. As for Jacob, thou didst choose him to thee and put by Esau.
Come on, man. Come on, bro.
It says, and put by Esau, and so Jacob became a great multitude.
I mean, do you even need to explain that, bro? That's literally exactly what Romans says, Galatians says, Malachi says, Genesis, all the way to the book of Revelation. That's the whole entire Bible about what the Most High is about. The whole
Ain't new knowledge.
You know what I'm saying, brother?
That knowledge ain't new, man.
That's right, bro.
That's something our forefathers had, man. This ain't new knowledge, man. That you devils ain't shit, man. It's not new. They've been saying that since back then. That you ain't the children of the promise. That ain't nothing new.
Right.
You know? But you've been always trying to get back that position, man. You ain't never going. It didn't belong to you in the first place. You just read it, Romans 9, man. Right? These mother effers, man. These crackers, man. I'm trying to tell you. You know, Esau, man, and like I said, man, Esau is losing that power. He's losing that power. It's like a tug of war, and that devil is just losing, man. You know what I'm saying? Because the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, it's time for you Edomites to go down. I tell you in Ecclesiastes, unrighteous dealings, which is got by deceit, so on and so forth. The kingdom is translated from one people to another. We the people that's getting ready to come up, and you getting ready to go down. But Esau is not going to go down without a fight. That's the thing about Esau. That motherfucker, he don't want to go down without a fight, man. You know? Esau kind of rough now. man of the field, you know. Even though he's stronger than him, Esau's kind of rough now, you know. Cunning hunter, yeah. That's Esau.
Yeah, that's like when you go into the word, the name Esau, it kind of breaks it down like he was like a rough individual. You know what I'm saying?
You got Tubal Cain, the mercenaries, the traveling spear, you know, and the mercenaries. That's Esau's. That's his lot, man. That sword, he beareth not in vain, man. He beareth not that sword in vain. Esau's all about that. That's his blessing. That's what he's about.
Yep, this is the rock, man. This is a banger for you. This is why I see Vocab Malone and them. They don't like to mess with the. They don't like to mess with the apocrypha, man. They don't like the apocrypha, bro.
But Trump bring it up.
Exactly. It was at his damn court. It was at what is
Inauguration,
it? Inauguration, man.
Yeah, that was weird.
Hey, man. Sirach 44:19. I'm gonna read on down to 23. Abraham was a great father of many people, right? And this is all the sons. This is all the offspring that he had. All right, from Sarah, Hagar, and Keturah.
That's what his name means.
That's right, father of a multitude. In glory was there none like unto him, who kept the law of the Most High and was in covenant with him. He established the covenant in his flesh, the circumcision. And when he was proved, he was found faithful. He was willing to offer up his own son Isaac as a sacrifice for the Most High. Therefore he assured him by an oath, and he will bless the nations in his seed. In his seed, singular. Meaning the chosen seed, not seeds, but in his seed, singular, the Israelites. That he would multiply him as the dust of the earth, Hosea the 1st chapter, and exalt his seed as the stars, and cause them to inherit from seed to seed. That means the eastern and the western hemisphere is filled with Israelites.
Yeah.
We're the biggest nation.
We didn't inherit it. We didn't get the inheritance yet.
Exactly. We didn't get the inheritance. We're just amongst. We're just pretty much here until the Lord delivers us, man. You know, although we're the greatest nation, we don't have no power. Yahweh Shai got to come into power on the earth in order for us to get power.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Although, so this is heavy, man.
That's a part of
What the
Yahweh
hell?
Shai's
That's
glory.
right. It's part of Yahweh Shai's glory. Don't you Negroes, Latino, Native Americans, don't you want a righteous and better world, man? No, right? That's the two-third reality of it all. You don't, man. You just want to continue to be amongst the fucking devils and the other nations. All right, just acting like everything is gonna be everything. This is the way it's supposed to be, man.
Hey, I was looking at some shit on the internet today. This nigga Floyd Mayweather bought another mansion.
Yeah, I was watching that
This
too.
nigga,
I'm not
man,
surprised.
yo,
Nigga balling, huh? He balling hard, right?
the word baller is balling on another level.
Yeah, he's balling on another level.
Yo,
Yeah.
this shit, this nigga, he got everything that a man wants.
Insane, bro.
You see what I'm saying, bro?
I've never seen
He
like
got another mansion, bro. He got all kind of houses, man. He living like a king, man.
He
So he definitely don't want
he's
America to
definitely on
go
the
down.
left-hand side.
He
definitely
don't
got
want
blessings on the
America to go
left-hand
down. Now, he's not the only one, man. It's a lot. All these top celebrities, all of them have taken
Definitely did some shit.
payoffs.
He's definitely did some
Whether
shit.
you're doing blood sacrifices or homosexuality behind closed doors, he's definitely doing something.
He's doing something,
man.
And something to deal with the dark arts to accumulate that kind of riches, man. Because, hey, man, the demons came to Yahweh Shai and told him, look, I give you this, and the glory of these kingdoms, so on and so forth, and you bow down and worship. So you know behind closed doors, he's a Satanist, man. All right, you done something. You done something.
What else gonna do with all that damn money?
Hey, your baby mom just died the other day. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. He could have whacked her out. Could have had a sacrifice. All of a sudden, you went up a couple notches, nigga. You could have did that. Meanwhile, the bitch had him in a battle, defamation of character. She was gonna shoot a nigga for 20 million. So she could have had her whacked out, made it look like she overdosed on prescription drugs. Because I ain't never heard nothing like the broad was all sick and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Could have whacked her out and got them couple notches on his belt from the elites. And then all of a sudden you back on top of the world. You know? She just died like that. Then your uncle died. I can see Uncle Roger dying like that. I'm not upset about that. You know what I'm saying, man? But hey, with his baby moms and all that, that's kind of fishy then, man. And they don't talk about it like that.
I mean, the brother done went up like a couple. That right there look kind of crazy.
That nigga,
Like,
yeah.
you supposed to be retired. How you making more money? He sold his soul to Satan, man.
Couple years before that,
Yeah.
the dude, I think his
Earl
best
Hayes.
friends, yeah.
Rapper. I heard allegedly he was screwing
Floyd was a adulterer, man.
Yeah, what is his
Fucking nigga.
the guy Earl Hayes, his wife.
too surprised.
Yeah. She was like one of the video dancers. She was a real fine chick, man. But she was wicked. Because Trey Songz had screwed her, and then Floyd was telling Earl Hayes to leave her. But the nigga 50 Cent came out and said that's why Earl Hayes killed himself, because he was screwing his baby mom. He was screwing his girl, man, his wife. You see what I'm saying? Which I don't put it past these wicked ass niggas, man. The nigga can have all the money in the world. When you watch that movie Boomerang with Eddie Murphy, and the dude David Allen Greer, the chick, what's her name? This broad, the nigga woman, the pretty one, man. Halle Berry. Yeah, in the movie, David Allen Greer. Yeah, well, she used to be pretty. David Allen Greer was dealing with her in the movie. All of a sudden, the nigga Eddie Murphy, he overstepped David Allen Greer. And he started banging the chick, man. And the nigga David Allen Greer got mad, man. He said, "Why you gotta have every girl, man?" He started losing it, man. You know, because that adultery thing, a nigga just thrives off of that, man. All right. You see what I'm saying? So I don't put it past a nigga like Floyd, man, to do that, man. You in the world, you do all kind of wicked shit in the world, man. You see what I'm saying, man? That's why you niggas gonna get whacked out when the Most High bring that judgment down, man. Okay? You gonna get whacked, put to death, man. That's what the Lord is saying, man. You know what I'm saying, man?
I gotta finish this out. That's right. It says, and exalt his seeds as the stars, and cause them to inherit from sea to sea, and from the river unto the utmost part of the land. With Isaac did he establish likewise for Abraham his father's sake the blessing of all men and the covenant, and made it to rest upon the head of Jacob.
The fathers of the promise. He's talking about Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He ain't talking about nobody else. There's a lot of other seeds that Abraham had. The Lord didn't even mention them motherfuckers right there, man. Because those men are of the flesh, man. All right? You have certain men, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, that they are born of the Spirit, man. Okay? And then their offspring after them, which are these 12 tribes, out of them came forth the prophets, you know, the apostles and servants of the Most High. That's who they came out of. This nation right here.
He acknowledged him in his blessing.
See that?
Yeah.
The Most High acknowledged them in his blessing, man. He ain't acknowledging Esau. Esau got a carnal blessing from his father, which I ain't gonna hold you. Esau was his father's favorite, man.
Yeah.
You know? It wasn't Jacob, man. Jacob was his mother's favorite. Okay? And his mother, actually, the spirit jumped on his mother to supplant his father to get that blessing, which was all spiritual. You know?
And gave him inheritance, and divided his portions among the 12 tribes did he part them.
That's why when you read the book of Joshua, okay? When you read the book of Joshua, you go into it, it tells you about who got their land first. Gad, Reuben, and the half tribe Manasseh. Then they had to go, they went over to Jordan, they went into Jericho, taking that over. You know what I'm saying? They took down Jericho, so on and so forth. And then they went over there to help the other tribes get their land. All right? See what I'm saying?
This is Deuteronomy 32:7. Remember the days of old. Consider the years of many generations. Ask thy father, and he will show thee.
Right. That's right. So you're supposed to pass this down, man. There's something about passing down this knowledge from generation to generation. You're supposed to do that. When certain things were established, the Lord will say, look, do such and such thing. Like set up these stones right here, make a pillar, you know, make an altar, and when your son shall ask you, your daughter shall ask you, what mean ye by these pillars? Oh, this is because the Lord stopped the floods of Jericho before the children of Israel. This is because the Lord does such and such for the children of Israel. So it was certain monuments that were actually set up That's a part of our history, and we ourselves are a monument. Zion, which means the monument. Okay?
It says, and he will show thee thy elders, and they will tell thee.
Yeah.
When the Most High divided to the nations
Now,
their heritage.
what your elders nowadays tell you, man? All right? What the hell they tell you nowadays, man? All right? I mean, they can give you some game about broads and stuff like that, but they ain't gonna tell you nothing like these scriptures, man. You know? I tell you what, you elderly women, man, you was a bunch of hoes back when you was young, and all you teach, you put these broads up on game to play niggas, get money out of them. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you gotta test drive the car before you buy it. You know, stuff like that. Ain't nothing wrong with dealing with more than one man before you actually settle on one. So by the time you yeah, of course it is. But by the time you get ready, a chick want to get married, she done slept with 150 niggas, man. You know? And if she say she grew up out here, she went to college abroad, you know she over there doing all kind of things, man. I tell you this, when I was growing up, I knew broads. They lived down south. When they come up top, up north, you know what I'm saying, up here for the summer, they be freaking off with all kind of niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? But if I was of age, I could have been banging them broads, man. But I was a shorty back in them days, man. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying, bro? Then they'll go back down south like ain't nothing ever happened. Like they, you know what I'm saying? They holier than thou, man. You know? So we up on game about these hoes, man. But that's just one thing, man.
It says, when the Most High divided to the nation their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam.
When he separated the sons of Adam. Adam is the reason why all you nations are on the earth, man. All right? Out of him came forth who? Noah, okay? And his offspring. So guess what? All you other nations on earth, the reason why you're here goes back to Adam, man. Good?
It says he set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel.
Right, so we got the best land, okay? And eventually what happened? Them other nations got their little lands, man. The children of Lot, the Moabites and the Ammonites, they got their little land, okay? And when you go into them biblical maps, they show you, they dwelt right there by Israel. They dwelt right there, right there. A lot of Gadites, they got them chinky eyes. Why is that? Because they dwelt right by fucking Gad, man. You know? And Gad was dealing with him, man. Hey, but guess what? Jake was dealing with him too, man. You know? It was concubines.
King Solomon had Rehoboam for Ammonite.
Hell yeah.
For Ammonite.
Yeah. Ruth and
Ruth,
Ruth right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, Obed, Jesse.
Yeah. Obed, well Jesse is
Jesse came forth out of it.
Yeah, that's right. That's David's father, man. You know? When you read that, it's a heavy story, man. But she was a straight up heathen, and you can tell Jake back then looked at the heathen women like prey. Because Obed had to tell him, look, I told the young men not to touch you, don't worry. Because you know, Jake, oh shit, whoa.
Yeah, because she was a harvesting,
Yeah, but she was good looking and all that, man. Oh hell yeah, she was, man. Yeah, you know?
It says, he set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel.
Right.
For the Lord's portion is his people.
The Lord's portion is his people, man. So-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And only right now is the elect the Lord's dealing with, man. The Lord's not dealing with all Israelites, man. All right? And that's the reason why you got a lot of so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans dropping dead. Okay? You had over there in the West Coast, the kid got blasted by the cops. Over here, Jaco is getting blasted by cops or some kind of wickedness happening to him, man. What's the reason for that? Because the Most High is allowing it, man. It ain't for no other reason than that, man. The Lord's allowing it, man. Yeah?
It says Jacob is the lot of his inheritance.
Read on. Okay. You coming back up?
Matter of fact, I think it's one more verse.
Get it?
Yeah, it's Sirach 44.
Step down.
Jeremiah chapter 5, verse 26. For among my people are found wicked men. They lay wait as he that setteth snares They set a trap, they catch a net. As the cage is full of birds, so are their houses full of men. Therefore they will become great. So it says, as the cage is full of birds, so are their houses, the houses of the wicked men amongst the nation of Israel. Because a cage is something that is
But I just remember that.
to, hold prisoners, trap people. And people, it says in the upper verse that they catch men and they snare, they trap men, they take their money. So eventually you take their money, you accumulate wealth over time, deceitful riches. And that's how the houses of the wicked amongst us are. It says they are waxing fat. They shine. Yea, they overpass the deeds of the wicked. They judge not the cause of the fatherless, yet they prosper, and the right of the needy do they not judge. So 2/3 of the nation of Israel, they are waxing what? They are waxing fat. With what? With all the riches that they had accumulated through what? Trapping men, killing men, setting men up over the course of time. Even right now, you have jakes out there that set men up, running up, and they take little money that they have, they might bring it to their home, take their money.
How did they acquire that? They acquired it by the so-called white man who ensnared them in the witchcraft that they dealt with. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like these entertainers and these different guys that got all kinds of money. It's not like they righteous, right? It's not like they following the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. What are they doing? They're probably into some type of different philosophy. All right, they're probably a makeshift Christian. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? A pseudo Buddhist. I don't know, man. They just into they're not into the scriptures. They're not into the law, statutes, and commandments. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that's our point too, because the scripture says that a gift is sure of your heart. You understand that the Edomites, Esau, even the wicked that the Bible speaks of, so the white man gives gifts in the form of what? Riches and wealth unto the celebrities, so-called celebrities amongst our people. Like Floyd Mayweather, and all these different, well-known celebrities that have great status in this world amongst the nation of Israel.
Yeah, and the sad thing about it is, this is supposed to be leadership of the greatest nation on the planet Earth, and you've been reduced to looking at a boxer or an entertainer, a movie star or a musician as like some kind of high leader, when really you don't have no leaders, and the ones they call your leaders, they're nothing but damn puppets also. So it's like a futile situation that you find yourselves in if you don't got Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai and the righteous understanding of these scriptures, man.
It says they are waxing fat, they shine. And the scripture tells us in the book of Deuteronomy,
How's it going to get us, bro?
that Yahshua takes them to wax fat.
Keep going through fucking hell,
kick.
man. Going through the
How
same fucking
did they wax fat? In wealth, resources. Also,
going through this fucking.
that's how they have waxed fat. They shine. They overpass the deeds of the wicked.
Yeah,
It says, yea, they overpass the deeds of the wicked. They judge not the cause.
Judge not the cause.
The cause of the fatherless.
The cause. What is the cause of the? Oh wow, check that out. The cause of the fatherless. Why are there fatherless Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, so-called Mexicans? Why and damn near, man, I don't know the statistics, the exact statistics, but I'm gonna say through the spirit, why out of every 4 to 5 households of the Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, you don't got no father in it?
Thank that to the
What is the cause of that?
the feminine rights?
The feminist movement, which is spearheaded by who? Esau, Edom, and just you not dealing correctly, all right, in the law, statutes, and commandments. All right, the woman talking against the man, or always giving the man hell, causing the man to just pretty much leave. You know what I'm saying? And what's the cause of the fatherless, man? These curses, that Jake just don't want to adhere. The law, statutes, and commandments that Jake don't want to adhere to, man. See, that's the cause of the fatherless. That's why our people are fatherless, man. Or your father's dead. You know what I'm saying? Died at a young age. Died at, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Why is that?
Yet they prosper, and the right of the needy do they not judge.
Yeah, niggas that's just, you know, pretty much into Esau's world, into the way of this world, man. They're not looking for a solution for the people, all right, for the wickedness that's been done unto them. All right, here it is. Your people, you're taught in the full system, and your people's history is pretty much it started with slavery. Right? That's what we've been taught. We was taught that pretty much how we came about to be in America is because of the damn slave trade and being slaves on a goddamn plantation, man, for the so-called fucking white man. But what the hell was up? What caused us to be in that situation? And what was our people before we was known as Negroes and, you know, Indians and all of this other shit? What was our history before that?
Why is that a big question mark?
Why is there a big question mark there, brother?
Somebody,
See? It's in the scriptures. It's in the scriptures. We are the Israelites. We're the Israelites that the Bible speaks of. That's why these things happen to us. That's why there's a big question mark, all right, about our existence.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Another reason why the scripture says that they never learn or are never able to come into the knowledge of the truth because they're looking for a solution because they have a zeal but not according to knowledge. But the place that they're looking is not the correct place. It's outside of the scripture. That's why niggas are into different things like Egyptology, 5%.
Yeah, they call themselves. Yeah, we can't forget they call themselves Africans
and all that.
You know what I'm saying? African. Kemetic.
Call themselves black.
Yeah.
I see Black Lives Matter all over cars now.
Right, and that's why they can't find the solution to the spiritual problems because the solution is right in front of their face, but the Lord has blinded their eyes so that they cannot see. That's why they're in the dark. You know what I'm saying?
This is going back to the leadership. This is Isaiah 9 and verse 16. For the leaders of this people. It says, for the leaders of this people cause them to err.
Yeah, the leaders of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, you Israelites, they cause you to err. They cause you to err in judgment. They cause you to err in righteousness. What is righteousness? Following the laws, statutes, and commandments of the scriptures. Okay, because everything that's written before time are written for our learning. Okay, the scriptures is full of instructions. Right? Instructions that are supposed to be learned by our leaders to teach unto our people as being leaders themselves. You know what I'm saying? Because without instruction, you'll have destruction.
That's the scripture. I was talking about that earlier. When you really look at the laws, statutes, and commandments, that is the perfect way to govern the entire planet. You know? And tell you about real estate. And tell you how to deal with another brother. And tell you about when you in debt. And tell you about what to do and what not to do. So if the leaders of our people would institute this, chiefly the so-called white man, which is not, you know, this world would be perfect. It would be a better place. You know?
It would be a bliss.
Yeah, it would be a bliss. You go to the scriptures, anything in life, it has an instruction manual to it. You get a bike that's disassembled, it got an instruction manual to it. You don't go in your mind and be like, you know what? I'm gonna set up this bike how I want to set it up, and I'm gonna throw away the manual. You're gonna miss how it's not gonna fully function right. So I guess I'm gonna finish up. It says, and they that are led of them are destroyed.
Right. So the the leaders of our people that cause them to err, they that are led of them are destroyed. Why are they destroyed? For the lack of knowledge. They are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. Knowledge of what? Knowledge of the scriptures, knowledge of who they are, knowledge of Yahweh Yahushua. That's why the scripture says again, ever learning and never able to come into the knowledge of the truth. Because Israel has a zeal, but not according to knowledge. They reach
but cannot grasp. No matter how much they try, they so just can't get a hold of what's right, of the truth. Because those that are leading them are not leading them in the correct way according to the principles of the scriptures.
It's supposed to tell you that the God of this world have blinded them.
There you go.
So they so fall into the philosophies of Esau and these other nations that they can't grasp the truth. You know? And ultimately it's of the Lord, because you know the angels blinded 2/3 of his people. The Lord ain't want them to get it. You know?
Right.
They the same ones that told Caesar, yeah, let the blood be on our hands and our children. You know?
Was it Pontius Pilate?
Pontius Pilate, yeah. You have no king but Caesar.
That's all right. Proverbs 1 and 2, to know wisdom and instruction, to perceive the words of understanding, to receive instruction of wisdom, justice and judgment, and equity, to give subtlety to the simple.
Wow.
To give subtlety to the simple, to the young man knowledge and discretion. See? And this is what we advocate for. All right, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Now let's go to verse 22. How long, you simple ones, will you love simplicity, man? You damn niggas, man. You out there simple as hell. How long you gonna love simplicity, man? All right, because we out here through the spirit, all right, to know wisdom and instruction. We perceive the words of understanding. We receive the instruction of wisdom, justice, and judgment and equity. And we giving subtlety to the simple, but you niggas are rejecting it. How do you be subtle, man? To be keen in understanding, to be wise. It tells us that about what? The beast and the serpent in the garden, right? He was more subtle, most subtle of all the beasts the Most High created. What made him subtle? Him knowing the knowledge of good and evil. Now you indulged in the knowledge of good and evil, going off being in the sinful, or being sinful, all right, and it's destroying you, and you don't know why. You don't know why you don't know why things are just, you know, always ending up being the same redundant, all right, way, man. You know what I'm saying? Why things always end up kind of just going right back to the same cycle that you ended up in, man, that you started with. Why? Because you're not adhering to wisdom and instruction and understanding. You're not receiving the subtlety, all right, of these scriptures, the subtlety of the knowledge of the Most High. See, we have subtlety. How do we have subtlety? All right, because we know how the Lord instructed us to conduct ourselves. All right, to grieve the adversary while you're in the way with him. There's numerous examples of wisdom in the scripture. Wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove. That's like one of the main ones. Because we understand our enemy. We understand, first and foremost, we understand we have enemies.
Yeah, right.
See, this whole Black Lives Matter thing, guess what? They're turning it into a whole, it's everyone lives matter. And I said this to brothers, I pretty much see that as like an occult, man.
Yeah.
Not like an occult, like a demonic, demonic group, all right, to pretty much push out this satanic agenda, all right, to get informed with the New World Order. You know what I'm saying? Because why? They're saying not only Black lives matter, but trans lives matter, gay lives matter, lesbian lives matter.
A form of universalism.
Yeah, that's right. Universalism, exactly.
Universalism.
That's not subtlety. All right? That's foolishness, man.
This is Baruch 4:1. This is the book of the commandments of the Most High, and the law that endureth forever. All they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die. Turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it. Walk in the
Turn thee, O what?
Turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it.
Turn thee, O Jacob, Israel, you Negro, Latino, Native Americans, the elect of you, and take hold of it. That's what we have done. And that's what we will continue to do. Through the spirit and grace and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
It says, walk in the presence of the light thereof.
We're walking in the presence of what? The light, because the world is in darkness. This world is in darkness. This world is in wickedness. All right? Sin, iniquity, right?
That thou mayest be illuminated.
Yeah, and we're not, hey man, I just came across a quote brother put up a few days ago. I forget exactly how it goes, but it says, if you watch what the masses do and do the opposite.
You know what I'm saying? Watch what the masses do and do the opposite, man. So that's the way that we're in, man. We're not in the way of the trend of the world, you know. We're into, all right, pleasing Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. So when these things come to pass, as they are coming to pass, as we know it, all right, we could be delivered from all of the different traps and snares that are set, man. All right, because that's all America is, nothing but a damn trap. We gotta be delivered by the fowler, man. All right, which in this case, I speak of the Most High and His Son as the one that's able to get us out of the trap. How you doing, bro? All right, you here to listen? You know
what is the job you're talking about?
We're the Hebrew Israelites. We're talking about the prophecies of the Bible.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about how this world is in wickedness. All right, under the so-called white man, the wicked, and it's going to be destroyed. All right, and you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans or Hispanic, whatever you want, so-called. See the sign right here? We're talking about these 12 tribes right here.
Okay.
All right, you gotta adhere to the Most High and His Son. All right, if you want to be delivered from thermonuclear fire. If you don't, then you're gonna have to be destroyed with thermonuclear fire. All right, we're talking about this right here. All right, how America's gonna be destroyed with missiles. This right here, the revelation of the Lord in the world called Jesus Christ, how He looks according to the Bible, so-called black man. All right, on the back of this sign, we got the RFID microchip. This is what's coming soon to the world. The RFID microchip, yes. According to the Bible, this is the mark of the beast. This chip right here. Yeah, get Revelation 13 and 16.
Yeah, I know what it is.
Okay, you know what it is. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I'm an engineer.
Are you gonna take it? You
I'm
gonna
an
take?
engineer. I know what it is.
Are you gonna take this?
No, that'll kill me first.
All right, there you go. All right.
You don't see I don't wear a mask? I tell you first, I don't wear a mask.
Oh, that's what's up, man. Good,
You know?
good, yeah. Hey, man.
No,
we
don't
just
wear a
out
mask.
here.
I'm serious.
No, that's cool. That's all right.
I don't wear a mask, you know?
Yeah, that's all right.
They try to fuck with me at work. Oh, you can't wear a mask. You can't work and all that.
Yeah.
And all that bullshit. I said, well, if you're wearing a mask and you're protected, why you want me when I'm wearing it?
Right.
Let me take my chances. Why you worried about me? Okay?
Hey, man, this world. Hey, you know this. You know what that mask is? Really, it's a form of mind control, man. It's a form of mind control.
Because you see that 6 feet distance, man?
Yeah.
You can't monitor people.
They need that for the 5G. Yeah, they need that for the 5G.
Yeah, I know all of that.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
an electrical
Well,
engineer. I know what it is.
Oh,
No, I'm an electrical engineer.
That's what's up, man.
For real,
That's what's up. Yeah, that's what's
Even
up.
though I'm driving the bus, that's my
That's what's up. That's what's up, man.
Went to City College. That's what I am.
Yeah, but you're an Israelite, man.
Huh?
You are an Israelite according to the Bible.
Okay.
You are an Israelite. That's why we out here, bro. Yeah.
No, they can't fool me with their stuff and all that.
I hear you, man.
I try to teach a lot of people, but you know they're already in the system and they fucked up their head with all that bullshit.
And
So,
guess
you know,
what? And guess what? They're gonna have to feel the wrath of the Most High for that.
Hey, they're the mask they're gonna catch with their vaccine.
Yeah. Well, that's
Literally,
coming.
as I tell you, man,
That's coming.
you gotta kill me.
That's coming.
Take
Yeah.
your shit.
That's the one you gotta have. Man. That's the mind.
No,
That's
no,
the
no. You gotta
that
fucking
mind.
kill me. I'm not taking shit.
Yeah.
Right. Okay? I went to Ebola, all that shit. I'm not taking nothing.
Right.
And any kid out, you're not giving them nothing right. Don't give my kid no vaccine, nothing. All that shit. If you want to take it, you take it. Don't worry about me. Let me take care of me, you know? Now that's what I think.
Yeah, we got some scriptures for you, bro.
You gotta leave with the scripture,
Yeah,
man.
you gotta get a scripture for you, brother.
I'll take a minute.
One to go.
This is Revelation 13 verse 16, right? And if you want to turn that around, and you have mentioned you already know about this already. A lot of our people don't know about it. It's good you do know about this, right? So this is Revelation 13 and 16. It says, "And He causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man shall buy or sell save he had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name." Right? And with that microchip, that word mark right there, it goes back to the Hebrew word, which is karagma, which means an incision. So a lot of people say, oh, that mark is speaking about Christianity. It's not speaking about a physical mark. But that word mark is a karagma, which means an incision or a cutting. So this mark right here, this RFID chip, it has to go inside the skin. It has to be inserted.
They would have to get rid of the Constitution, right?
Well,
According
what
to
did
the
Bush say?
Constitution,
Yeah.
that's the only power we have.
Well,
I'm just saying in a way.
You're right, but a way around that is if you enact martial law, the Constitution is done away with.
Man, I'm from the Caribbean. I'm getting ready to go.
Right, right.
Whatever little money they have for me, you can send it over.
Right. But what Esau wants to do, because
I still do all that shit.
with the white, I understand, but what they're going to do, they're going to force it upon everybody, not only here in America, all over the earth.
No, you're not coming.
Well, what
down
part of
where I
Caribbean you
live
from, if you don't mind?
St. Vincent.
St. Vincent?
I'm
Well,
getting-
right now, ain't they locked down right now? St.
No,
Vincent?
St. Vincent never closed down.
Like Guyana. Guyana finished.
No, St. Vincent is the only country in the Caribbean that did not close down.
Yeah?
At all. No. 'Cause I'm flying home on the 25th.
Yeah.
They didn't close down at all.
Yeah. Well,
Let me see. Guyana, Trinidad, Barbados, all them.
Right,
they
they all
shut
closed
down.
they all shut
St.
down.
Vincent did not close down at all.
Oh,
The
for
only
real?
thing is that the flight them stopped going there for a while.
International.
No, I'm saying, like American Airlines and all them, they cancel their flight, but they never shut down. Because I was supposed to go home since in Easter, then they canceled the flight. I was supposed to go home in June, they canceled, but the flight, I'm going home on the 25th. American Airlines. Yeah. They started back to fly on the 11th.
Right.
Yeah. So, I'm trying to go set up my business, man. I'm getting ready to leave, man. I'm serious.
But one way or another, man, the Most High, like the brothers is getting into, his name is Yahweh Shai. That's the name of the Lord. It ain't Jesus, it's Yahweh Shai. His father's name is Yahweh, the Most High God. Either way, no matter where you go on this earth, the Lord is going to come back to establish his kingdom. You know what I'm saying? America is going to crumble. America is going to be destroyed by fire, the whole entire continent. And there's going to be a domino effect. All right? All countries are going to feel the wrath of the Most High. So it don't matter where you go, really. You know, the scripture, the scripture where it says, like a man escape, get Amos real quick. I'm gonna bring out one scripture just to show you. I know you gotta do something, man. Yeah, but because Jake think, I mean, he ain't being wicked or nothing. You know what I'm saying? But Jake think that because you leave America, that you're safe. You're not. You know what I'm saying? You're not safe, man. You know, that's a mentality that, for one, that shows lack of faith. All right, because we know Yahweh Shai has come back to destroy America. We ain't going nowhere. We're not looking for a neutral zone to go in and shelter in place, man. Yeah, there ain't gonna be no neutral zone. You know what I mean? He had to drive the bus, so he had to dip. You know what I mean? He genuinely had to bounce. You know what I'm saying?
I still bring it out though.
Yeah, brother.
This is Amos 5:18. Woe unto you that desire the day of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light, as if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him.
Yeah, and that's the day of the Lord, because the Lord is coming back to execute vengeance, man. And like I said, like we said, he's in the right spirit about the mark of the beast, but the scriptures talk about the hour of temptation. The Lord said that because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will keep thee from the hour of temptation. Now, I don't know the man's personal life, but according to the scripture, you got to be keeping the patience of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai to withstand what's about to happen on this face of the earth. It's easy to say now, you know what I mean, that they're gonna have to kill me, but what's your motive behind saying that? Do you know that there's gonna be? Does he know that there's gonna be a kingdom to be established where he's gonna rule for all eternity? Shit, that's our motive. Our motive is deliverance. We have a motive, but what's your motive? If you don't have a motive and a reason for dying for this truth, for not taking the chip, then you really don't have nothing. You know, he said he got kids. Hey, Esau's gonna use people's kids against them, man. You know what I'm saying? And brothers in this truth, we got kids, but you know what? Like the Lord told Peter, they that forsaken wife, family, house, brothers, sisters, so on and so forth, shall gain 100-fold, man. And in this truth, we already forsook all of that, man. That's why we out here every Saturday. You know, if they got something to do, family orientated, well, let them do that. We out here to do the work of the Lord, man. Yeah.
It says, as if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went into the house and laid his hand on the wall. It says, and a serpent bit him. Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light, even very dark and no brightness in it?
Yeah, so that's the day of the Lord, man. You know what I mean? And the scriptures say none shall escape. You know, that's how the day of the Lord is gonna be. Wrath, destruction, all right, plagues, famine. You know, hey, this world runs on you know, on this I'm not sure about St. Vincent, but this world run on that Federal Reserve currency. Now once once the dollar collapsed, which is the stronghold of currencies as of now, right? A lot of different countries are gonna feel the effects of that, man. So yeah, they're gonna have the chip out in St. Vincent and all these other places, man. That depend on the US dollar. You know? Good?
That was it, brother.
Anybody got anything?
I got something. Right, this is Matthew 10, verse 34. It says, think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I am come not to send peace, but a sword.
Yeah, even no matter what country you in, man.
Yeah.
You know, hey, what the scriptures say about the isles, man? All right, when the Lord come in, the earth shake to and fro, them islands are gonna be covered up by water. You know, they gonna sink. You know?
It's like
No, you got it, bro.
And he said, I want to go to St. Vincent to start my business.
Yeah.
I hope that's not your motive. You better change your motivation, because like you were saying earlier, our motivation is the kingdom. If your motivation to not take the chip is to open up a business,
Then he gotta get the chip. Then he gotta get the chip.
buy or sell,
Mhm.
right? You can't do business.
So that defeat the
without-
purpose.
He has to change. If he was here, if he didn't leave, if he wasn't working, I would tell him, brother, you got to change your motivation. Your motivation shouldn't be a business for not taking a chip. It should be being delivered.
Exactly.
Okay? Your
Exactly.
motivation should be deliverance. Because the elect, the ones that are going to be saved, their motivation is deliverance. Everything that they do, or all the things that they don't do, as far as worshiping Satan, as far as taking a microchip, their main motivation or their sole motivation is the kingdom. You know,
Yep.
not to open up a business.
The Lord can wake them up at the very last. That's
It's the Lord will, right?
yeah, that's it. A Lord willing, but hey, that's like a shot in the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Picking like a needle in a haystack. You know what I'm saying? That's it is what it is, man. Out of like Solomon said, out of 1,000 men, found one that was righteous. So he talked a good one, but
Hey, well, he heard the word. He knew what it was. So, hey, maybe Lord willing to stick, and he, you know, it clicks at that time. But hey, if not, then we got our own salvation to worry about,
I
man.
got something right quick.
Yeah, bro.
This is Luke 12, and it says, I'm going to start with 15. Matter of fact, 14. And he's 13. And one of the company said unto him, Master, speak to my brother that he divide the inheritance with me. And he said unto him, Man, who made me a judge or a divider over you? And he said unto them, Take heed and beware of covetousness, for a man's life consisteth not in the abundance of things which he possesseth.
Mm-hmm.
And he spake a parable unto them, saying, The ground of a certain rich man brought forth plentifully. And he thought within
Yeah,
himself,
my bad. Because driving, working for the MTA, you know, especially for a long time, it paid good. You know, it paid good. He looked like he probably been working it for a while, because what he say? He said when he go back to St. Vincent, they had to send him his money. What money? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know he's talking about his pension, but if the dollar's destroyed and the pension is destroyed along with it, what money he gonna get? You know, the only way to get that money or that pension, the only way people are gonna get any type of benefit from Esau, they're gonna have to get the chip.
yeah,
Esau is doing it right now. Esau got people relying on that $600 stimulus. When that thing go, people that lost their jobs, that ain't getting it back, whether they lost it in riots, whether they lost it because it was a moms and pop business that's not gonna rebound, them niggas are gonna hurt because they don't have a job to go back to. You have certain people that continue working, and you got some people that are union members where the union can find them work. They're a little more on the fortunate side for now.
yeah.
But eventually, you know, all people ain't gonna have no goddamn job to go back to, man. And they lying about saying the numbers about the American people on the unemployment is more than that. If they shut down the whole goddamn country and they only talking about a couple 40 million for unemployment, and it's 300 million people in America, that number's a fucking lie. Alright, it's way more than that. You know, them jobs ain't coming back. Like I told brothers, I hit up my gym to see if they was open. I called them. I go to a small gym, whatever. I called them, and the fucking the landline, the phone line was disconnected. So if they couldn't afford to keep their phone on during this lockdown, how the hell they gonna open up a gym again? They done.
They said as far as like stores and big businesses, right? They said like Macy's, all those big department stores. They said the stores that are closing are 50 to 60% of those are in malls. So so malls is done, man.
Yeah.
Malls is finished. They're not coming. So that's a lot of jobs that's not coming back again.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Once this thing so-called reopens again, those things are not coming back. You about to say something?
No. You got it.
Liquidated now.
Right. A lot of things are being, and that's just the major stores. Matter of fact, they said this year it's projected that 25,000 stores will be closed this year. Wow. Now, before the coronavirus, it was projected 15,000 was going to get closed.
Yeah.
12 to 15,000. Now it's 25,000.
Yeah.
It's only gonna rise. It's only gonna rise.
It's only going to get worse, man.
Yep.
Like it's saying Ecclesiastes.
Yeah, get it. 12. Somebody get that.
And that's just major. That's just Salakia. That's just major stores.
Yeah.
That's not even talking about the mom and pop stores.
Hey, Microsoft closed down. I believe it was what is it? Somebody could look it up. I think it was either 50 or 500 or 100 or some amount of stores.
Apple.
Microsoft. They completely just shut the stores down. And remember, Bill Gates stepped down from Microsoft. You know, not too long ago. Get that? Get it?
It says right here, and he thought within himself, saying, "What shall I do? Because I have no room where to bestow my fruits." And he said, "This will I do. I will pull down my barns and build greater, and there will I bestow all my fruits and my goods. And I will say to my soul that has much goods laid up for many years, take thine ease, eat, drink, and be merry. But the Most High said unto him, Thou fool, this night thy soul shall be required of thee."
Yep.
Yo.
Hey, the scriptures say riches profit not in the day of wrath, man. You know, you ain't taking no damn riches with you to the kingdom of heaven. You ain't taking riches to the spiritual world, man. You know? So we don't store up our treasures here on this planet Earth. Our trust is in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, which we bring out the scripture all the time. Isaiah 33:6, wisdom and knowledge is going to be the stability of our time. Which wisdom and knowledge is higher when the scripture compare it to rubies and riches. It says, as the scripture say, wisdom is far above all of that, man. You know what I'm saying? And the scriptures say in the Apocrypha that about wisdom is impossible to enter into the hearts of fools, man. So the Most High got to give you that wisdom. The Heavenly Father got to gift you that, man. If you ain't gonna get it, you ain't gonna get it. Now we fortunate because the scripture saying was it Revelation 2:9-3:9 that I know that word poverty and blasphemy said which the Jews, you know, not but thou art rich. What are we rich with? We have this, man. Hey, bro, man. When you think about it, man, when we see all the calamity going down, people fucking dying, dropping left and right, but you preserved, and it's because of the Spirit of the Lord giving you this knowledge and saving you, man. Hey, man, when it's time to cash in that shit, that's when you realize how much you really got. You know?
Yeah.
That was it, all right? Yeah, finish it up,
It
yeah.
says, "But the Most High said unto him, Thou fool, this night thy soul shall be required of thee. Then who shall those things be which thou hast provided?
Mm-hmm.
So is he that layeth up his treasure for himself and is not rich toward the Most High."
Yeah. Hey, like even Solomon, man. Solomon was reflecting on all the things he had, and he was like, "Yo, man, it's vanity, man. It's all vanity." Like, you know, hey, see, because Solomon was King Solomon. I'm gonna say King Solomon because he was the king of Israel. King Solomon, as abundant that the Most High blessed him with his riches, even he realized it was all vanity. Why? Because he was still in the flesh. We're not gonna feel like how King Solomon felt when we in the kingdom of heaven and we have all the riches and the abundance of all that stuff, man. We're not gonna feel like it's vanity, man. Solomon felt that way because he was still in the flesh. You know, so when we got all the riches, we ain't gonna be sitting down in the kingdom like, damn, I got too much. You know, all this riches is overwhelming. Damn, I gotta get some of this, you know, because abundance of things can be overwhelming. You know, you can have an abundance of anything, something that you probably like, you know, you like it, you desire it, that's your thing. But after a while, abundance of that shit can become a burden, man. And you kind of lighten the load, and you don't even want to see it sometimes. Ain't gonna be like that in the kingdom, you know.
It says, almost done. 22, and he said unto his disciples, Therefore I say unto you, take no thought for your life, what you shall eat, neither for your body what you shall put on. Because the dude was talking about he's going to leave America. He knows everything's going down. But yet the Lord said this: the life is more than meat, and the body is more than raiment. Consider the ravens, for they neither sow nor reap, which neither have storehouse nor barn, and the Most High feedeth them. How much more are ye better than the fowls?
Yeah, and on top of that, you make statements like that, you gotta say, Lord willing. You know, Lord willing. You don't know what God. For us, that's why we gotta pray every day. We should be praying every day. You know what I'm saying? Pray every day. Before you step out the house, send up a prayer, Lord. You know, prayer for protection, man. You know, the scriptures say that we walk through a valley of shadow of death, man. You know, there's evil everywhere you turn, man. You gotta pray for that protection, man. You know what I mean? And say, Lord willing. Lord willing, I make it a camp. Lord willing, I get to my destination, man. Lord willing, I make it down the stairs to take out this damn trash. You know? Yeah, you got Ecclesiastes, right, bro?
Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 1. Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say,
Read it again, huh?
okay, Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 1. Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth.
So that points out one thing right there, man. That the Lord is seeking out the young men. You know, and that's why the majority of men in this thing of ours are young men. You know, the apostles and elders, they came in when they were young men. Their beards were all black. They tell us the stories how they couldn't grow beards at a particular time. Right? And all of a sudden, you know, they started growing beards, man. You know? Age come with time, obviously, you know? The Lord's seeking men their youth, man.
While the evil days come not.
While the evil days come not, man. Okay? Before all the hell pops off, man. Before all judgment starts to be brought down. Before all hell breaks loose. Okay?
Nor the years draw nigh, then thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them.
Right, and that's the situation with a lot of these older people out here, man. A lot of these so-called senior citizens, a lot of these elderly people, the Lord ain't got no pleasure in you, man. Because here it is, when you were young, you were a wicked, grimy, you know what I'm saying, low life. Now you are an elderly person, you want to seek the Lord, but you ain't got nothing to sacrifice. You got arthritis in your legs, you walking with a walker. You can't come out here and do the work, you know? You smoked cigarettes all your life, you got one of them goddamn things to your neck. You know, how you gonna come out here and teach the scriptures, man? The Lord wants a young person that got something to sacrifice. You're sacrificing your youth. For years, you've been out here on a Saturday, sometimes even a Sunday, sometimes both days, man. You know? Sometimes days during the week. Then we come out Saturday. See what I'm saying? We had different camps set up during the week, certain times in the truth, man. Thursday, then Tuesday. He was out there in the Bronx. He was out there upper Manhattan, 80-something street. Okay, we still came out on Saturdays, man. All right? So we done sacrificed a lot, man. You're a young man. Saturday's the day of the world. You want to go out there chasing pussy and doing this, that, and the other before the whole COVID-19 hoax, man. That's what it was all about. All right? Now you got niggas that are seeking to get back into that. Yeah, I can't wait till let's go back to normal so I can do my thing. You know? Yeah, brother.
Since while the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened.
That's wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. That's what's going to happen in this society. The wisdom of this world, the knowledge and understanding of this world is going to be darkened, man. You got people out there still in that college system. That's that college system, man. Like my woman. She all like, I got to get my degree. You know what I'm saying? You doing that shit in vain, man. All right? You doing that in vain, girl. All right? All you people in college, man. You doing that shit in vain. Here it is, you trying to get a degree, you're gonna spend thousands of dollars for, all right, in a society that's going down, man. That's like renting a room in a hotel that's on fire, man. It's on fire, but yeah, I'm trying to come up in here and rent the fucking penthouse suite, but here it is, the hotel is on fire. Yeah, let me get the penthouse. Let me get the penthouse suite, man. They take my life savings, get the penthouse suite, but the fucking hotel is on fire. So by the time you get in the damn room, the hotel's burnt the fuck down, man.
Get burned up in it.
You know, you're getting burnt up in it. What the hell is the point anyway, man? you get down.
Yeah, brother. And, a lot of these jobs, you know what I'm saying, that that have these high qualifications, for degrees. A lot of these jobs, you know what I'm saying, you got to work from home, or you overqualified for just trying to get a regular job, man. They say you overqualified, man.
Overqualified.
Yeah.
It says, while the sun or the light or the moon or the stars.
So that's the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of this society. Oh, I got masters, an associate. You get an associate, then you get a bachelor's. All right, you got masters, and so on and so forth, man. You got some people with a PhD. You know, you see what I'm saying? People, they in awe of a person with a PhD. But the Most High said the wisdom of this world is foolishness with him, man. Most High don't give a shit about you having a PhD. He don't deal with guys with PhDs, man. Not to say the Lord can't do that, but because there's a balance in this thing. Certain brothers were in college, so on and so forth. All right? But that ain't what it's about. Come on.
It says, be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble.
The keepers of the house is already trembling, man. Esau's the keeper of the house, man. All right? Beginning with the elites. They're the keepers of the house. And they're going to tremble when the Lord start bringing his judgment down on this place, man. All right? Yeah.
It says, and the strong men shall bow themselves.
Strong men shall bow themselves. So you gun-ho, you know what I'm saying? Them soldiers and whatnot, man. You got YouTube videos right now. They showing you how these soldiers, a lot of them are heavy into, they do weights and they doing all kind of shit when they doing the weights, man. You know? You gonna get humbled, man. You gonna get bitched out when the Lord start wrecking shit, man. You know? Yeah.
And the grinders cease because they are few.
Grinding is work. That's already happening, man. Jobs, man. The jobs are being cut down in this society, man. It's a lack of jobs, man. All right? So the grinding is already ceasing, man.
And those that look out of the windows be darkened.
So you looking out the window to your future. Oh, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Everybody that heard that question in their life. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? You know? One that's unlearned wouldn't say they see themselves in the kingdom of heaven with slaves and multiple wives and, immense riches. They wouldn't say that. Why? Because they are unlearned, man. They don't know the truth, man. But we do.
Right. It says, and the doors shall be shut in the streets.
And the doors shall be shut in the streets, man. All right? And the doors are shut in the streets right now. A lot of them are shut, man. All right? Some are reopening right now, but a lot of them are permanently shut, man. I have to get to something else. A lot of business owners done burnt down their businesses to collect insurance money. I'll tell you that much, man. Because why? Because they wasn't making no goddamn money. All right? They said to hell with it, man. Let's set a fire, burn this place down. Let's collect the insurance money. All right? Because it's over. A lot of these places are shut down. Hey, up there, right there. That bodega, that deli used to be open. You go there, get a sandwich, go get a couple of things you need, man. You know? It's shut down, man. You know? Right?
When the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird.
He that shall rise up at the voice of the bird, that alarm clock, man. Okay? Sooner or later, you ain't gonna have to do that no more, man. Matter of fact, give me Isaiah the 24th chapter. I believe it's like the 5th verse, if I'm not mistaken. Okay?
All the daughters of music shall be brought low.
All the daughters of music shall be brought low. All right, and that's the music of today. This music nowadays is not even music. It's just fucking rap. All right. No instruments. It's just a bunch of madness, man. You know. What you got? There. 24?
Yeah, I believe it's 5. I'm not mistaken. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants.
No. Where you at? Started on 1 actually. Yeah.
This is Isaiah 24, verse 1.
Right.
Behold, the Lord maketh the earth empty and maketh it waste.
Right, so the Lord maketh the earth empty and maketh it waste. All right? How so? Because the Most High, that earth is talking about, it's not talking about the whole planet, first of all. It's talking about America. All right? The Most High is going to allow America to get nuked by missiles.
That's right.
All right? And this place is going to be empty. In other words, man and woman is not going to dwell here no more. All right? Good?
It says, and maketh it waste.
And maketh it waste. Good?
And turneth it upside down.
Uh-huh.
And scattereth abroad the inhabitants thereof.
And scattereth abroad the inhabitants here. Continue.
And it shall be as with the people, so with the priest.
Uh-huh.
As with the servant, so with his master.
Right. As the people, so with the priests. Now, when you go into the history of Israel, the priests, which were the Levites, they were on a whole nother level than the regular people now. All right? They got the best of everything, and they didn't have to work. Here you go, here he goes popping up. hey, brother, hey, I hear you, brother. You know, hey, that's how it was. But the time is gonna come, so as with the people, so with the priests, man. In other words, they all gonna be in the same boat, man. That's gonna happen in this society, man. All right, everybody's gonna be in the same boat. Read that.
It says, and I'm gonna read it again. And it shall be as with the people, so with the priest. As with the servant, so with his master.
Yeah, the servant is obviously under his master, right? The time is gonna come where they're gonna be on the same level, when money is worth nothing. Okay? So there is no hierarchy when money is worth nothing. We all in the same fucking boat. Good?
As with the maid, so with her mistress.
With her mistress, right? See that? You ever watch a movie with how you call it, dark and Middle Ages film, where you got the queen and she has her ladies with her? Time is gonna come when they all gonna be in the same boat, man. Yeah?
As with the buyer, so with the seller.
As with the buyer, so with the seller. Yeah?
As with the lender, so with the borrower.
Yeah. If you borrowing something from an institution, a bank or something like that, you obviously got to go to them. They got the hierarchy on you. But when money's not worth nothing, we all in the same boat, baby. All right? I'm not calling you, I'm going to call you by your name. All right? I'm not putting a sir in front of it, you know? You see what I'm saying, bro? No formalities. I'm going to call you by your name that your mama gave you, man. All right? And if you wicked, he might call you a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, brother.
As with the taker of usury, so with the giver of usury to him.
That's them banks, man. All right? They taking usury. You got to pay interest on this. You got to pay interest on that. We're going to give you this loan for this mortgage, but you got to pay interest on that. We're going to give you a loan for this car, but you got to pay interest on that. You know. You know what I'm saying? And they'll shoot that interest up so high, the car might be worth, mind you, the car might be worth make $8,000. You end up paying $16,000 by the time you finish paying off that loan now. All right? But in this society, it's kind of hard for you to accumulate that kind of money just working day by day. You see what I'm saying, bro? Because you got all kind of different shit to pay. But it's the truth of the matter. That's why if your credit score is fucked up, they be like, damn, I'm going to get over on this person, man. Your interest rate be shooting out of the roof, man. You see what I'm saying? Continue.
It says, verse 3, the land shall be utterly emptied and utterly spoiled.
That's talking about America. America's going to be utterly emptied and spoiled. By the way, nuclear missiles, man, because nuclear missiles are going to destroy America. We guarantee it, man. Thus said the Lord, we guarantee that America will be destroyed by nuclear missiles, man.
It says, for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua have spoken this word.
So the Lord said it, man. Scriptures tell you in the book of Isaiah, somewhere in the 40s, it tell you declaring the end from the beginning. That's where a lot of these movies get their pizzazz from. Like I was watching the movie Swordfish. It was up there on it's actually on Netflix now. You ever seen Swordfish?
Yeah, I seen it.
And what they showed you in the beginning, they showed you about the broad had on the C4. She had on the suit with the C4. But this was an actual scene that was from the end. But they put it in the beginning. They got that from the Lord. The Lord declares the end from the beginning. So that's what they did. In a lot of movies you see that they do that. They show you what happens in the end, and then they show you the beginning. Because that's why the Lord, when you go back into the word in the Greek, theater, it goes back to theos, man. All right? You see what I'm saying? Good.
Verse 5, it says the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof.
Yeah, that's mainly Esau, man. All right? Because during the Medo-Persian Empire, it wasn't no genetically modified organisms, man. All right? Even the Greeks and the Romans wasn't no genetically modified organisms, man. I could see them mingling seeds, but they wasn't doing no gene splicing. All right? They needed some more technology and knowledge for that there. But now Esau is doing that, man, in this time. Because the Most High elevated this devil from the cave to a seat, a rulership, and he's screwing everything up, man. Here it is. It took 2 strong men to lift a cluster of grapes, and now a little baby can pick up a cluster of grapes, man. So there's an issue there, man. You see what I'm saying, man? There's a problem with that. Come on.
It says, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinances.
Transgressed the laws, the land Sabbath. All right? Esau just keeps raping the land, man. You rape the land, forevermore. You never give the land rest. And you wonder why you got plum tomatoes. You ain't supposed to have no fucking plum tomatoes, man. Little ass tomatoes, cherry tomatoes.
Cherry, right.
You supposed to have no cherry tomatoes, man. I meant to say cherry tomatoes. You ain't supposed to have no cherry tomatoes, those small ass tomatoes. Because why? Because Esau keeps fucking up the land, man. Keeps every year. How you do it is supposed to be 6 years. You cultivate that land, and on the 7th year you let it rest. That's why the Gadites, they were known as nomads, like hunter-gatherers. They let it rest for a year. Let it rest for a year. You know? No, you don't let it rest for 7 years. Even if you got fruit that grew on a tree, all right? It's a law on that. All right? And I'm not just talking about the one where you're supposed to leave something for the poor. There's an actual law on that. You know? Hey, man. Huh? No, not about how much you're supposed to take, about when you can eat it and all of that. You know? Them laws are intricate, man.
Yeah, for real.
Come on.
Isaiah chapter 19, verse 15.
Yeah.
Neither shall there be any work for Egypt.
Neither shall there be any work for Egypt, man. That's talking about America, man. Modern day Egypt is America. All right? So the time is going to come, pretty much all the currency over here in the U.S. is going to crash. All right? Why do you think there's such a demand for silver and gold, man? Because the currency is going to crash. The only thing that's really keeping the U.S. dollar afloat is that the fact it's a petrodollar. That's it. The other nations got to use U.S. currency to buy fucking oil. That's why. All right? BP, and crude oil, so on and so forth, man. They got to use the U.S. dollar to buy oil. Okay? Other than that, it would already been kaput, man. You see what I'm saying? Come on.
It says, neither shall there be any work for Egypt.
So guess what? A lot more people gonna be out of jobs, man. All right? They up there talking shit. Oh, U.S. numbers and jobs are skyrocketing. Yeah, that's all bullshit, man. Yeah. Just like the corona, it's all a hoax, man. It's all a hoax, man. It's a con. Esau is a con artist, man. It's a psyop, exactly.
It says, which the head or tail.
Head or tail, meaning what? If you worked on fucking Wall Street, and you made these millions of dollars at your jobs, and as you got these news reporters up there, Don Lemon and who's that bitch that Snoop Dogg was getting on, Gayle King, and these different news reporters. They make millions of dollars, bro. They make a lot. Wolf Blitzer and that faggot Anderson Cooper. You know what I'm saying? They make millions of dollars, bro. You know? Guess what? That would be considered the head. Now, if you the tail, you scrubbing toilets, man.
Janitor.
Yeah, you a janitor scrubbing toilets for a living, man.
Delivery guy.
Huh?
That's a delivery guy.
You a delivery guy, you know? Or you might be a waiter or waitress. You depending on tips to pay your rent. You ever seen a waitress's check? They make their money off of tips. All right. That's why when I go someplace, I try to tip the waiter if I like the service. Not because she's pretty and she got a fat ass. No. If I like the service, man, I'll tip you. And I'm a heavy tipper, man. All right. If I like the service, okay. The time is gonna come when nobody gonna have goddamn jobs, man. All right. Come on.
It says branch or rush.
The branch or rush. So the branch is high up, right? And the rush is at the bottom, right? Ain't gonna be no jobs for nobody to do. All right? Oh, we sell luxury homes and we making all this money in real estate. That's all bullshit. Money's not gonna be worth nothing.
This is book of Ecclesiastes.
Well, come on with it, man.
It's like Ezekiel, chapter 7, verse 19. They shall cast their gold and it's like they shall cast their silver in the streets,
Right.
and their gold shall be removed.
Right, which that's really talking about their money, man. It's not talking about actual gold and silver because the majority of people don't got that. Even though when the time comes, silver and gold is not going to save nobody. I mean, hey, if you got silver, that's cool, man. If you got gold, that's cool. But it's not going to make you make it on the chariots. It ain't going to save your ass, man. Okay?
It says, and their gold shall be removed, their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them.
Their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them, so their money shall not be able to deliver them, good?
In the day of the wrath of the Lord Yahweh.
Right, so you can't buy your way out of this one, man. All you wicked ass politicians, you do all kind of wicked shit behind the doors, rape kids and sodomize them and, you know what I'm saying, kidnap them, so on and so forth. You ain't gonna be able to buy yourself out of this one, man. All right? You wonder how these goddamn Catholic priests could rape little boys. I watched the movie Mystic River. You ever seen Mystic River with Sean Penn and them guys, man? What's this guy? Kevin Bacon is in the movie. All right, spoiler alert. Okay, it's about three kids. When they were kids, one kid got abducted by a guy that was saying he was a cop and a priest, and they took that kid for 3 days and raped him, man. All right, it's a good movie when you watch it, man. How is it that the Catholic priests are not being persecuted, man? What's up with that shit, man? You see what I'm saying, man? But here it is, a guy would get with a 16, 17-year-old girl, they'll call that statutory rape. But these Catholic priests popping little boys in the ass, 8 years old, 6 years old, turning them out. There's no kind of persecution, there's no kind of prosecution done on their part, man. You know? So what kind of world we living in, man? We living in a place that needs to be fucking destroyed, man. Come on, now.
It says, neither fill their bowels because it is the stumbling block of their iniquity.
Exactly, man. See what I'm saying? So that time is coming, man. You ain't gonna be able to buy yourself out of the judgment of the Lord, man. First of all, the Most High is the one that created the gold and silver. The Lord said it. The gold is mine and the silver is mine. All right?
Good. I got Isaiah 24, and I'm gonna jump down to 10.
Yeah.
It says the city of confusion is broken down.
The city of confusion is talking about America. One of my favorite scriptures, man. The city of confusion is talking about America. It's all kind of confusion over here, man. Your kid goes off, you can't whoop his ass. All right? You know what I'm saying, bro? Your woman pops shit, she called the cops, you get locked up. You saw the movie with Martin and this chick, man.
Thin line between love and hate.
Thin line between love and hate. The bitch will beat herself up and blame it on you. And what? You get locked up. No evidence. They see the marks on her. She said you did it. That mean you did it? It's all bullshit, man. You know?
It says every house is shut up.
Every house is shut up. That time is gonna come. A lot of people they're gonna have their little groceries. They're gonna barricade themselves in the house. Well, people already been doing that since this COVID-19 thing. You know? Them doomsday preppers, they got a little bunker. They got their little canned goods up in there, peaches and peas and you know what I'm saying, bags of rice. You know what I'm saying, brother? You know? They're gonna run out of meat sooner or later though.
Yeah.
As they got, they got like certain like little chunkies, you know what I'm saying, them Campbell's chunkies, little soups with the beef, you know what I'm saying, the fake beef in there.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying, brother? Little Bush's baked beans with the bacon in it. You know what I'm saying? You know, you can be having that shit, man. Little packs of tuna fish, bumblebee, you know the bumblebee tuna fish, brother? Yes. You know what I'm saying, brother? The little pickles with the onions and shit, man. You know that's what people gonna do. And then barricade themselves in the house.
But,
right?
the whole point is to not eat it. Yeah, the whole point is
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, I ain't knocking you got the bumblebee. Hey, brother, I like bumblebee tuna sometimes too, brother. You know, put that on some bread, you be all right. But people gonna do that, barricade themselves in the house, trying to stop intruders from coming in, thinking they're gonna be safe, man. You're not gonna be safe, man.
All that shit,
It says every house is shut up that no man may come in. Verse 11, there's a crying for wine in the streets.
Right. And that wine that it's talking about is not talking about actual wine. It's talking about some kind of understanding why the hell these things are happening, man. Here's we telling you it's going to happen before it happens, man. They're going to acknowledge us when the Lord gives us the power. That's it, man. Other than that, we don't get no acknowledgement, man. Because why? Because we read the scripture a couple weeks ago. That when a rich man speak, everybody hear. Like I said, Bill Gates and Melvin Gates, his tranny wife, they don't got no goddamn doctor degrees, no kind of certifications, credentials, anything like that, man. All right? You see what I'm saying, man? But yet everybody's listening to what this mother effer got to say about medical conditions, man. Here it is. You got vaccines you've been giving out over there in India, causing the people over there to get all kind of sicknesses and whatnot. Yet the American people are supposed to take it because you said it. You're a fucking quack. Right. You're a quack. You know what I'm saying, bro?
He's a quack.
But people listen. People listen because he got shekels. That's why they listen. They put him up there on CNN really because you're a Rothschild. Because you're a Rothschild. All right? See what I'm saying, man?
Right.
Yeah. Even if you can bring it out, brother. I can't remember where it's out of my head right now. Could be 17.
We'll continue on.
Yeah. Let him look for it.
It says there is a crying for wine in the streets.
They're gonna be looking for an understanding of why things are happening, man. Oh my God, you know these women gonna jump on somebody's cock real quick. Oh my God, why are these things happening? You know? Wait a minute, bitch. A couple weeks ago you told me, you know what I'm saying? 8-figure nigga, that's your type. Well, I ain't got 8 figures, baby. You know what I'm saying, bro? That whole Megan Thee Stallion thing, hot girl summer, all that bullshit, man.
The new thing is Demon Time. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I swear to God, yo, they have something called Demon Time, man. We gotta get out of here, man. They have something called, and I was like, yo, I had to ask him, I was like, yo, what the fuck is that? No, like when you act like a fucking, they had something called Demon Time. Let's go do it. Like, let's get the demons. Let's go be wicked as hell. It's called Demon Time.
Well, that goes to
I've been seeing it.
That's the hip hop word.
They telling
Like,
on
what the
themselves.
fuck is that? This demons, so they're like, yo, you fucking,
Try to find that scripture to get it right now. You'll find it. When a rich man speaks, read that.
There's a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened.
All joy is darkened. No more going to the goddamn clubs. No more going out to eat. What? When these women heard, oh, we can eat outside. Oh shit, let's go to the restaurant. You want to go to the restaurant? Here it is, you a maid trying to save up your little money. You know what I'm saying? She want to spend your money, you know? Go out to eat. Why don't you cook something for me, bitch? You know?
This is Ecclesiasticus or Sirach 13 and 23.
Yeah.
It says, when a rich man is when a rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue.
Yeah, when a rich man's speaking, everybody's holding their tongue, man. Everybody's listening when a rich man speaks. He could be wicked as hell, but because he's rich, everybody listens, man. Maybe he'll give us his key to getting to success. You know? They don't care how you got rich. Oh, they murdered this amount of people, so on and so forth, man. They don't care, but they'll listen. You know?
Yeah. It says, and holdeth his tongue and look.
Yeah.
And look what he said. They extol it to the clouds.
Exactly. Oh, because he said it is you know what I'm saying? It's the best thing since manna from heaven. Good.
But it says, but if the poor man speak,
yeah, here's a poor man like us. We've been speaking for years, man. Good.
They say, what fellow is this?
Yeah, what the hell this nigga talking about? No? Because you're a poor man. You know? Who the hell is he? Or what school did you go to? Where did you graduate from? You know? Because you're a poor man, it don't matter what you got to say. That's why we don't get the recognition that we deserve, but the Most High is going to give us that either way, whether you like it or not. We're going to be acknowledged as the prophets of the Most High, because we're telling you America's going to be destroyed. We're telling you the chip is coming, man. We're telling you these devils are going to roll on you niggas when that time comes, man. You fucking deserve it, wicked ass niggas, man. Good, huh?
It says, they say, what fellow is this? And if he stumbled, they will help to overthrow him.
Yeah, exactly. And say, hey, this you might stutter on a word or something like that. And, oh, see, see, he don't know what he's talking about. You know, because you're a poor man. Yeah. All right. Hey, the Most High said He's chosen the poor of this world, man, rich in faith, to be heirs of the kingdom. Yeah.
That was it. I got something.
Yeah.
This is Amos 8, and I'm going to start with 3.
Yeah.
It says, and the songs of the temple shall be hallowed in that day.
Say again. Read again.
And the songs of the temple shall be hallowed in that day, saith the Lord power. There shall be many dead bodies in every place. They shall cast them forth with silence.
So instead of a song, it's gonna be howling, crying, bawling, man. Because the Most High, hey, that death angel, the spirit of death, that pale horse, man, the pale horse, which is the spirit of death, is gonna take hold of the society, man. And death is gonna come in many forms, man. All right. Certain people are gonna be eaten, man, alive, man. You know? It's gonna become so bad in this society. These people are not used to going a day without food, 2 days without food. All right? Things get bad, they don't eat for a week. They're gonna start losing themselves, man. Eat their little kids, man, eat their little grandkids, man, you know? It's gonna get hectic out here. Come on with it, brother.
7. We go to the 7. The
Yeah.
Lord Yahweh Bashim Shai
Right.
have sworn by the excellency of Jacob. Surely I would never forget any of their works.
That's right. The Lord said He ain't never gonna forget any of your works, man. All right? So the Lord's gonna definitely bring judgment down. Okay?
It says, shall not the land trouble for this? And everyone mourn that dwell?
And
dwelleth there?
that happened already during the time when we was over there in our land, man. That's why 70 AD happened. That's why Masada happened. All right? Good?
It says, therein, and it shall rise up wholly as a flood, and it shall be cast out as and drowned as by the flood of Egypt.
That's right, man. That's what's gonna happen, man. Good?
I'm gonna go down. It's 10. It says, and I will turn your feast into mourning and all your songs into lamentation.
That's right, and that's what happened to us, man. All our feasts will turn into mourning and our what? Songs into lamentation, man. Okay, so we weren't keeping our high holy days at one time, so on and so forth, because we were in slavery, man. You even got certain scriptures saying, how shall we sing the Lord's song in a strange land, man? That's why, because you in fucking slavery, man. What the hell, man? We were singing songs like "Swing Low, Sweet Cherry," songs to get us singing about getting the hell up out of slavery, man. All right. But as far as singing a song that, you know what I'm saying, the Lord's Prayer, things like that, them Psalms, things like that, weren't singing that. Yeah.
Yep. It says here, and I will turn your feast into mourning, and all your songs into lamentation, and I will bring up sackcloth upon all loins.
Yeah, sackcloth. You put on sackcloth when you're in a state of mourning, right? Say a woman that had her husband died, man. All right, she gonna be in a state of mourning. That sackcloth back then was your mourning garments. Now, if you put on black, they say, "Oh, she's in mourning because she's wearing on black." All right. They even tell you about Judith, man. Judith had to take. She took off her mourning garment. Her husband had died. Her husband, he could have caught a stroke and said the heat came up on his head, something to that effect. Heat stroke, died like that. You know what I'm saying? And she was a righteous woman, and she was fine as hell. She was the finest Dominican woman you would ever. Well, you know, Simeonite. You Dominicans are Simeonites. Okay, that's why I say that. All right. A lot of them is fine as hell. You know.
It says, "And boldness upon every head, and I'll make it as."
And baldness upon every head. That was another one of our customs. Balding your head when you are wearing mourning, man. They even tell you about how what's his name bald his head from Elijah. Elisha bald his head. That's what they was talking shit. Elisha got mad and he cursed him, saying, "Go up, thou bald head." It wasn't that he had a George Jefferson. He was bald headed because he was in a state of mourning because of Elijah, who was his master. All right, his teacher, and he was the understudy. And when Elijah left, he became the top dog. Even the other sons of the prophets wanted to go see what was up with him. Okay?
It says, "And I will make it," it says, "and boldness upon every head, and I will make it as the mourning of an only son."
Exactly, the mourning of an only son. You got only one son, and your son dies. You're gonna be crying your ass off, man. Especially if a woman couldn't have kids her whole life, she had one son. I dealt with a woman like that. The doctors told her that she couldn't have a kid, and she ended up having a kid. You know what I'm saying? That's like a miracle baby. Imagine that kid dies. She's gonna be fucked up in the head, man. You know? Yeah?
It says, "And the end thereof as a bitter day. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord power, that I will send a famine in the land." Not a famine of bread.
Not a famine of bread, even though that's coming. It's not talking about that kind of famine right here, good?
It says, "No thirst for water."
No thirst for water.
But of hearing the words of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua.
So the Heavenly Father's going to withdraw his men, man. That's what the Heavenly Father's really going to turn his back on you Israelites out there. Right now, the doors of mercy are still open to some extent, man. All right? We still out here teaching, you know? You can still come here to word. You on the internet, you can still look at the shows, go set up a camp, do what you got to do. Scripture speak about those coming at the very last. But guess what? That ain't going to be for long. You got a precept out?
Jeremiah 18:17, but the Lord turning his back. "I will scatter them as with an east wind before the enemy."
And that happened to Jake. That's why they went 7 different ways. You know what I'm saying? They went north, east, south, and west, you know, running in different directions for persecution from the enemy, man. The Lord did that to us, man. Yeah, my brother.
"I will show them the back and not the face."
Exactly. In other words, the Lord turning his back on you. And not the way he did it with Moses either. All right?
In the day of their calamity.
In the day of their calamity. So when that time comes, you catching hell, you're going to be calling on the Most High. A lot of you fucking niggas out there, down with Nate, down with Zabak, down with these false teachers, you're going to be calling on the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. And the Lord's going to say, fuck you, all right? You deal with that shit now, all right? You wasn't calling my name the whole time. Now shit get thick, you want to call my name, huh? No, the Lord is the ultimate Jake. The Lord's going to show you what time it is, man. All right? The Lord knows who's been doing his work, who's been fearing his name and calling upon his name. The Lord knows who's been doing his work in sincerity, man, in truth, and fearing his name, and serving him, man. And it ain't a lot of you niggas out there, man. Come on.
Zechariah chapter 7, verse 11. But they refused to hearken and pulled away the shoulder.
Exactly. You could actually start up a little bit on that. Kind of sound like I had to leave it off. Ain't trying to hear that.
Zechariah 7.
Kind of sound like I had a little bit up, little up there before that. Come on.
Zechariah chapter 7, verse 9. Thus spaketh the Lord Yahweh of hosts, saying, execute true judgment and true mercy and compassion.
Niggas don't know that, man. Niggas don't know true judgment and mercy. A nigga will see a dude out there whooping his woman's ass. He don't know why. He gonna jump in and try to beat the nigga up. The nigga could have walked in and catch the bitch sucking another nigga's dick, and he's fucking a bitch up. You over there whooping a nigga's ass? Oh, we don't condone that. We don't condone that. You know what I'm saying, son? We don't condone. We don't hit women. You know what I'm saying? Only bitch ass niggas put their hands on women. Meanwhile, this nigga walked in and she's sucking another nigga's dick, man. All right. I think the camera's shutting down. Read on.
It says, and shew mercy and
read that part again.
Okay. Thus spaketh the Lord Yahweh of hosts, saying, execute true judgment and shew mercy and
true judgment and mercy. Mercy is supposed to be upon the elect, man. All right? You're supposed to have mercy, man, on your brother. Mercy, man. All right? If we get into a fight, you see it all the time. A nigga could have knocked the nigga out. The nigga's knocked out. He's still stomping him on the head, kicking him in the head. I mean, god damn, man. Once you draw blood, man, hey, bro, all right, man. Look, man. You got it. I got it. Whatever. You know? I was always that kind of Jake growing up, man. I get into a fight with a nigga. The nigga nose and the mouth is bleeding. You know what I'm saying? Cause you know what I'm saying? Hey, brother, hey, I ain't gonna kill you. Hey, but hey, man, we gonna continue on. Lord willing, next week. Hey, we gonna give all praise to Yahweh. Hey, double honors to the apostles and elders, and shalom to the elect.
Shalom.
Baba Ball.